Why, hello, friends! Today, we are continuing Murder on Eridanos. Halcyon Helen is dead! We know this. We know a lot about this already. We have actually pretty well appraised of the whole situation. There's a lot of good information that we have. Hi. And right now we're gonna go clear out this side. This is a side quest, I guess. This is more of just this little side quest thing. But it turns out that a lot of people tried to kill Helen. A lot of people tried to kill Helen. And we don't know which one succeeded. Like, that's kind of the summary of this DLC, is that we have like 4 different people who all tried to kill Halcyon Helen, and none of them were the ones that actually killed Halcyon Helen. Okay, Brody didn't try to kill her, probably, but he didn't kill her. The Spencer, assuming that he was behind the poisoning, or whoever was behind the poisoning, tried to kill her, but didn't kill her. This person literally knocked her out, the Prophet of Profitability, literally KO'd her. Hello, Kashik, and hello, Aiden. Literally KO'd her, knocked her, brought her outside, and buried her, and she got up and walked away. So, like, honestly, she's pretty resilient. I'm a little afraid of who actually was able to do her in. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually kind of crazy. So we're going to clear out this dungeon, then we'll go do some more main plot. Also, I'm thinking that after we finish the Halcyon Helen saga, I'll call it a saga for lack of better terminology. When we finish this saga here, I might shelve this for a little while because there's a few more other games that I want to play. And as much as I love this game, I really, really do. This game is fantastic. I've been at it for a hot minute, and... What? What? Oh, painted host? What does it mean by host? Huh. There's a few other games that I want to get to. And one that I want to get to well is relevant. Let's sneak in. And conk. It worked. And yet, it stayed silent. Okay, yeah. We sent it to the moon, but these things happen as well. Hello, Buck. Okay, so this axe upgrade is phenomenal. Canid host Skullfin. I don't understand the difference between a host and... What is it hosting? Like dinner parties? Is it a host for parasites? Parasites. Is it a parasite host? Must be a parasite host. Oh. Well, whatever. Hello. Is there anything else here? No. Okay. We're being a little sneaky in here. We're inching along, shredding things. So. We will finish this DLC first. We will get to the bottom of Halcyon Helen's murder, and probably finish all the other things. A couple people said that we were only a few quests away from finishing the main storyline, too. But unless this DLC is as long as the main game, I kinda doubt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't quite track with how long we've been playing. Usually a DLC isn't as long as the base game. I guess... Huh. Hello, Tuzzy. What DLCs are as long as the game that they're DLCs for? I can think of a few that are as good as the game that they're DLC for, but I'm trying to think of any that are as long as the games that they're DLC for. I know, like, Shivering Isles, for example, is just the best DLC of any game, in my opinion. But it's not as long as Oblivion. A few things are, though, right? Corporate authorized in the name of Eridanum gigasis to describe the life form. Oh, authorized the name. Got it. Once we determine whether the creature is a valuable flavoring agent, confection ingredient, or drinkable after fermentation, Princess Company Branding Department will provide a more consumer-friendly name. The life form is a parasite. Dissection reveals an incomplete system of rudimentary internal organs, half-creature, unfinished accident of orthogenesis. How can this be? Eridanus is hostile to all form of life. Parasitism implies a rich biological diversity. I theorize that this is not truly endemic, but was created in the organic waste of some terraforming system. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's a cool idea. Happy to be... Well, we do know that these do have a very valuable flavor component. They directly increase the happiness of whoever is drinking it. I mean... I can get to this guy fast, right? Zoom? Yeah, there it is.
You got him.
Okay, I kind of love that we're doing the whole giant from Skyrim thing. What about Skyrim? Sorry, I just said Skyrim and I saw there was someone who said Skyrim in question mark. And I realized that they probably said that before I brought up what I was just doing here. I have no idea what you're talking about. Skyrim DLC? No, those DLCs on that were fairly short. I love having a quiet two-handed weapon. We are the stealthiest orc. Come on. Bonk. Okay, stealth KOs with a two-handed weapon, absolutely based. I love it. Absolutely incredible. 10 out of 10, highly recommend it. This is a fun build. I mean, it was a fun build before, but now it's an even funner build. It's more funner. Don't know what's in there, but I guess we should backtrack and check that area first. But before we do... Oh, that's down below. Okay, so that's just straight down. Mega Canid host. Well, we should go from the other side first so we end on the Mega Canid, because that thing we probably can't one-shot. Iceborne? Iceborne. Wait, what? Wait, what are you talking about? Iceborne. Was there a Skyrim DLC that I missed? Hold on. Hold on. Skyrim's a massive game. No DLC is going to be as big as the base game. Oh, Iceborne. Oh, actually, that's a good one. That's right. Iceborne, the Monster Hunter DLC. That actually is about as long as the main game. That's a good point. That's true. Wait, where'd they go? There was a dog here. Not that dog. There was another dog. I don't know where the other dog went. Okay. Well, let's try to go bonk. Bonk? Got him. Okay. I mean, that was about as clean as I'd expect it to be. Got him. Nice shooting, Ellie.
Just like that.
Great work. Oh, I have a flag buff up there. I think that's a kill skill. I got a kill skill last episode, right? I'm pretty sure I did. After I... Yeah, your next attack after killing enemy is a guaranteed critical hit. Is there a timer on that? Or is that just guaranteed forever? Do I just have one stored critical hit until I claim it? Look, Ellie and I share a brainwave. That's been true this whole game. Alright, so let's sneak around. Try to finish that thing off last. Oh, there's two of them. Never mind, there's two of them. Back out. Gosh, the versatility of that skill though, right? Like, I just used that time flexibility to get out of dodge. I used it as a bullet time to get out into safety. Get it down, get it down, get it down, get it down! Thank you. Oh, heck! Great work. I see a nail! Oh, I love that line! Oh, that's a good line. What? Oh wait, no, it's dead. Ah, there you are. Ow, jeez! Okay, I need to heal up. People are screaming. It's bad. Alright, go into bullet time. Clean this up. Got like 60 status effects. There we go. You're fine. Everyone's fine. No, you're not fine. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. You're fine. No, you're not. You're being attacked. Okay, now you're fine. See? Everyone's fine. Yeah, Iceborne was a fantastic DLC. Every Monster Hunter DLC is incredible. And honestly... Ooh, what's that? Grenade Launcher 3? That actually could be... That has me curious. That's something I could actually see giving to Parvati instead of this shotgun. Because if she's close enough to use a shotgun, she's probably going to be using the Prism Hammer, right? Let's... Next time we hit a workbench, we're going to use that. Discovered several fascinating qualities about Iridanum gigantus. Gigantus? I don't know. Firstly, the parasite's internal biology is, for lack of a better term, highly modular. An elaborate system of organelles, nerve endings, blood vessels, and hormone receptors exist in the flesh. When attached to a suitable host, the parasite behaves like a biological extension. A metaphor. Imagine shoving a bypass shunt into a terminal. That shunt is the parasite, and the terminal is the host. Second, the parasite's nervous system houses a string of kernel-like cells capable of receiving and transmitting neurons. What are the implications? Thought manipulation? Thought control? Third, I've noticed ambivalent reverberation in the parasite's nervous system during periods of intense electrical activity in the Eridanos atmosphere. The largest must-bends delay a greater sensitivity. There's a direct correlation between the complexity of the parasite's nervous system and its size. Fourth, there seems to be no upper limit to the size of these... Oh, no. I've theorized that these caverns may have housed a particularly large specimen. This entire planet is a bug, isn't it? This entire planet is a parasite. This is a planetary scale parasite. I can see it now. In accordance with company policy, beginning to taste ingestion test now. May law protect my atoms. Well, we know how that turned out. Turns out that chugging these things makes you happy. Having them attached to you might kill you, possibly might kill you, potentially could kill you. But it makes you happy. And really, isn't that worth it? This game posits the answer. Maybe. Maybe it is. I find it hilarious that this entire DLC is based off of that Cocaine Logic game design seminar. Seminar? Yes, I'll call it a seminar. If you're not familiar with that, watch through the playlist. I've mentioned it a few times. I don't remember what episode I mentioned it, though. But it's a thing.
Easy.
Proof Hunter Kit? Oh, just ranged weapon skills. Yeah, it's not bad. Do I have all of my slots? I do not. I need to watch this more often. I have an extra consumable slot here where I can just, like, shove things into it. And I never remember that I have it. What were we having in there before? Sugar? Sugar? You know what? That sounds fine. Sugar's a thing that humans eat. Oopsies, that was the wrong button. Oh well, we used it now. Now we have sugar. You can hear one of those little squibbly things. The effusive hosts need to be unalived. Hi.
Go! Like true professionals.
Wait, what? Who saw me? Nobody saw me. I am stealth. I am the knight. I am the sneakiest sneak. Nobody can see me. I'm invisible. Oh, there are two things there. Whoop, hello, we're gonna have to get into this quick. Okay, good. Got him. So we have the next hit is a crit flag. I think that went away when I zoned. I think that's what happened, is when I zoned it went away. Maybe, possibly. I don't actually know. Can't destroy that. View lab notes. Warning, 556 of 566 files corrupted. Yes, fix them. 2 recovered. Okay. Access log 1. Oh, wait, back. Hold on, was it? Oh, hack 65 to access log 2. Oh, yeah. Let's exit out and get that hack 65, because that's well within our capabilities. That's stealth skills, because hacking is a stealth skill, not a tech skill. Right. I should know this by now, and I think I do. Yep, stealth hack. So we need stealth skills plus. Where do I have that? I do have that somewhere. That's lockpick. Oh yeah, it's this thing. No, it's lockpick. Hello? That's just sneak. Do I not have stealth skills plus? That's like my whole thing. I'm all about stealth skills. Oh, there we go. Hack plus 7. That actually should be enough on its own. Hack 65 is not enough. Hold up. Oh, we have the crash up. Okay, so we need to wait for the healing thing to wear off. That's right, because right now our healing thing gives us a negative stats for a few seconds after we heal. It gives us stats in combat and then negative stats out of combat. Which, honestly, is fine most of the time. How long does that last? 15 seconds. So that should be coming off pretty quick. Probably. Maybe. It's been 15 seconds. Hello? Okay, well, I'm just gonna take care of this. I mean, that's 5 seconds. Okay, did I glitch the game? Because it still says Adrena time crash. That shouldn't last longer than 15 seconds, and yet here we are, right? Let me heal up again. Plus... What's going on here? Yeah, it increased it. Which makes sense, but it should be going away after 15 seconds. Maybe a few moments more. Well, I guess I don't want this, effect, because that's turning out to be catastrophic. Right, how do I use this? Immunized harmful stats effect. Let's just use one of these right now. Yeah, let's just chug one of these right now. Nope, that did not change anything. Caffeine drink, mind attributes +1. I guess? Okay, you know what? I have no idea. I am confused and scared, and I may have ruined everything. If that ends up being like a permanent stat down, then I'm going to be extraordinarily sad. Ooh, there's a workbench over there. Nice. Warning, supervisor clearance required. Accessing this terminal... Open last entry. Dr. Amir Zhao, I am here to inform you that Vizos has been notified of your expiration due to one or more... Has been notified of your expiration. It's a really weird phrasing. They're notifying you that you died. Is that right? And your endowment is diluted. Okay, sure. Your closest relatives will be one of the following. One case of Spectrum Brown. That's it. That's actually hilarious. Okay. Hack 45, I can do that one, I guess. So let's get supervisor clearance on this. Access, sure. Now printing memory contents. That doesn't seem... Now this one requires... Okay, that one also requires Hack 65, which I have. I have Hack 65. That's actually just what I have right now. Like, Hack... It went up again? No. Why is that going up every time I click it over? I'm gonna quick save and load, because that's extremely not right. That's... I think we may have accidentally gotten infinite negative stats. Is there a way to underflow the variable? Maybe. Do I know how? Nope. Yeah, hack 16. Okay, yeah, we just saved and loaded and it fixed itself. Okay. Well, you know what? We fixed it. That's the important thing. What did we fix? I don't know. But we did it. Oh, we can even use our intelligence instances. Well, we have the hack anyways, but at least use our ints. Memorize passcode? Sure. Well, we have a passcode. Yes, probably the same thing we need over here. There we are. Log 1. I've completed my final round of total immersion suspension and exposure tests. As expected, the parasite dissolves in acid, burns in fire, and can be disintegrated or otherwise destroyed with N-rays or concentrated blast plasma. The creature is vulnerable when alone. However, bonding with a host evokes intensely protective behavior from that host. Safeguarding the parasite becomes the host's primary objective, even to the point of aggression and violence. The creature also seems well suited to long-term hibernation and immersion in a liquid suspension. Water and low-grade alcohols preserve the creature. Its metabolic systems, such as they are slow to a halt. Once exposed to a host, the creature emerges from its dormant state and immediately attempts to attach itself into the nervous system. Long-term dormancy in an alcohol solution may prove useful to corporate. I'll prepare my report. Now access log 2, which we just got access to. The parasite seems completely incompatible with the common sprat. Oh, interesting. Few theories. Sprat nucleotides are adaptive, and... Sprat just renders it a poor host. It has a discerning sense of taste and finds sprats accordingly distasteful. Option 2 is ridiculous, but not strictly speaking impossible. Or it could be both. That's actually really interesting. I don't know how we can use that information, but it's interesting. Continuing my research for more suitable hosts among the common fauna. Very promising results from Terra rays. Oh, their biological system is well suited to hosting the parasite. My theory, that parasite enjoys exposure to the atmosphere and may be manipulating the Terra rays into more frequent and aggressive flight. In every case, the parasite successfully manipulated production of the hormones in the host's brain. I don't know how yet. The implications of a parasite manipulating its host troubles me. Its nervous system is exotic and difficult to understand. I can't shake the idea that this parasite does not require contact with its host in order to influence its behavior. A suitably large and complex specimen may be able to manipulate the mood of a sentient creature by proximity alone. Maybe. Possibly. These ideas seem unscientific and are founded on my own anxieties. I've had my nightmares muddling my thoughts. I'll seek some treatment. We've seen that. We've seen people who are... unwell just by being near a host. The world is beautiful beyond compare. I can see colors I never imagined existed. The sky has a voice and it's singing to me. I see the truth now. I see everything so clearly, so perfectly. The storms of Eridanos are notes in the great cosmic orchestra. The stars are the choir of the universe. Every word they sing is joy. I can't seem to stop smiling, but I don't want to stop smiling. Ever. I actually covered my mouth so I could get that to sound the way I hope it sounded. Tell me if that sounded good, real talk. Let me know if that sounded good in, like, just tell me in chat. But I was covering my mouth, that's why I didn't have any tracking during that. But it was probably worth it? I don't know. If it sounded the way I hoped that it did, it might have been worth it. Oh. Oh! This is just the cultist area now. We're just in the cultist area. Okay. I'm not surprised, but that door was locked and inaccessible before. I say cultist, but it's really more of a, they're really more of a team.
Discrepancy detected nearby.
Yeah, it's just footprints, though.
Detected additional tracks belonging to the Prophet of Profitability.
Yeah. Okay. I'll flag these just so that it doesn't whine about it.
Additional tracks belonging to the profit of profitability. Additional tracks nearby to the
Oh,
profit
that's a
of
pleasant sound.
profitability.
Sorry about that, everyone. Overlapped voice lines. See, it's kind of okay because that's a robotic gun. It's an electronic thing. What's really weird is when you have people overlap voice lines when they're the one talking as a human, right? That's when things start to sound a bit awkward. All right, we got to go around all this jazz back over to the dude who wanted us to explore the caverns. So the main plot line of this DLC is actually more and more often less about the murder of Halsey and Helen and more about these weird parasites that keep on cropping up everywhere.
Make him regret it.
Oh, really? Okay.
You got it, Captain.
All right. Yeah, Ellie's doing great with that N-ray stuff. That DOT is really putting up numbers. So the way the NPCs work, they do a bit of damage, and then they take a short break. They the way the NPCs work is they don't attack consistently. You know, if you give them a gun, they won't just lean on the trigger until the enemies fall over, which is kind of what you would hope, and that's what you do as the player. I mean, you might measure your shots somewhat, but by and large, you take your shots in the most efficient way possible. And the NPCs take a few shots and then stop. And since one of them has a DOT on their effects now, it's better. Hi!
Excellent to see you again, my friend. Hope you've been keeping your head high.
Oh yeah, everything's great. I think I found everything, though.
What are these? Research data pads? Not quite what I expected. Let's see what they say. Parasites, caves, thought control. He did what now? Well, it doesn't look like any of this is in violation, but it is disturbing.
True!
And disturbing a surprised auditor is as foul as failing to file proper paperwork. Results shall pay dividends for my psychological damage.
Good,
Here's
good.
your reward, my friend.
Thank you.
Your contributions to the field of surprise auditing shall not go forgotten.
I hope they do, because that's not actually something I'm going to be proud of. Hello, Sapphire. Welcome. Hello, Tingutier. Empire Secret the whole 9 yards. Yay. Alright, so. Journal. What do we have quest-wise? Task? Where is this? Oh, it's around here. Okay, we just need to find these things. Dead hotel guests? I'm sure they're fine. Oh, right. Our quest is to recover their room keys so that they don't get charged for late checkout. Because that's the priority when somebody is dead, is to make sure that the room keys are handled properly. Which, honestly, this is a kindness. If all these people who are dead were also charged for a late checkout, then that would just be insulting. Oh wow, I think... okay. Ah! What? What's hitting me? Oh, I see. It's still a great line. Ah, okay, so they keep on zodding me from afar, too. I should use a gun. Let me cover... There we go. I remembered I have a gun. Yeah, I should just be using this again. It's against the Mega Cannons, but... Against the Mega Cannons, the sneak attacks aren't that great. This thing... I know this thing does more damage than the regular shots, right? I know this thing is quote-unquote better than my...
I don't get it. Why build a place to get dust up your nose and wrapped it on spit in your eyes when Monarch's free to visit?
I know that the raw damage output and controllability of this gun is just the better answer. However... Whoa, wait. 1000 DPS pistol? Good grief. Level 99? Wait, what? Who is this guy? hold the phone. Hold that thought. I gotta investigate this. What was that? Is that even equipable? It is. That's just a 1000 DPS pistol. I mean, yeah, we have 3000 DPS on that, but that's a level 99 pistol. That's a max upgrade gun for... We can't get there. It's impossible to get a weapon past 40 or something like that. Hello, Hector. It is Kermit the Frog? Hello, Kermit the Frog. Ellie, you got a new pistol. I mean... Yeah, I'll have to upgrade it, and I'll probably switch it over to an N-Ray as well, but, like... I'm not gonna say no to 1000 DPS. Oh my good griefness. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I know this gun is drastically better than sneak attacks, right? This is the best way of shooting things. If I need something unalived, this makes enemies go away. But there's one simple fact here that cannot be ignored. And that is that it is more, just straight up more fun to use sneak attacks, to walk up behind something and hit it in the bonk of the head. That's just more enjoyable to me as a player. So, like, if I need to kill something and there is any sort of actual danger consideration, yeah, I'll use this thing. But if I can sneak up behind people and shiv them, I will do that because it's more fun. And that's just a personal preference thing, right? There we go. Do you have a fancy weapon with you too? You also have a hunting rifle ultra hyper, which is great. Not like critical, but wait, what did I just pick up? I missed it. Whatever. Though my wounds are fatal, I, as a Byzantine, must face my death with the same dignity with which I lived my life, and I hereby enclose the events leading to my demise. The tragic turn of fate that separated me from my guides, the duo fled, as our party encountered a single raptidon. The cowards! I, however, drew my rifle and felled the beast, but not before it sank its teeth into my flesh. I imagined it must have been the finest thing it had ever tasted in this wretched place. Perhaps my guides will find me before I pass, though I doubt those simpletons could find their way out of a cardboard box. I believe their names were Larry and Bell, or something similar. It was something mundane. To whoever finds this, please carry out my final wish. Pass on my rating of 1 of 5 stars to the Grand Colonial. The guides were very unhelpful. That was amazing. That's amazing. I love that. From Valorant? Oh, hey. I think so, yes. I have community night tonight, but otherwise I might do some more Valorant after. Wow. What is over here? Tsukidoncho! I don't want to shoot it because I love it, but I want to see what it drops. Leather bow hide is used for low and mid-tier fashion accessories. They also make great whips. But why would you want a whip? Really, give me one good reason. No, because this is a say-so stream. Anyways, onward. Anyways, what is? That's a cool cactus. That's a very nice cactus. Let's talk about that cactus. All right. Ooh. Hey, little cute guy. I like that. I like the design. Stop dying. Wait, there's still enemies? Oh, okay. That's a Colossus, but I can... That's another Colossus. Oh, okay.
Break him down.
Okay, well, whatever. They have 2 Colossi here, which means it... Oh, I need to heal. There we go. Okay. So now what do we do? Now, check out this body here. And save them from a afterlife of late fees. What do we drop? Stun baton hyper. These guys were all really well equipped. And the last one's out there. So how heavy is that stun baton? It's all 30, which ain't bad. It just is nowhere near on the tier that we would need it to be useful with. Alright, there's some slugs. Just ignore them. Is that stealing? No. That weapon does chew up ammunition, but like, we got so much of it that I ain't worried. Ooh. Hello? Mr. Hotel Guest. Oh, this one was really close. This guy barely made it past the entrance. How did they get him already? Hello. Jeez, that's insane. That is an absolutely bonkers amount of damage. I love it. I love it so much. Do you have a fancy weapon too? No, you don't have a fancy weapon. You have the Spectrum Brown though. Alright, let's turn these in. This gun is good. Wait. Oh, that's right, it's them. Hello?
Hey there. You find us those keys?
I did. Oh. I have them right here. I don't see a reason to lie. I see the line. I decided to be safe to hide them. They're past the archway in Candy Canyon. That means they die, right? That leads them into a trap. That means they die. I don't have a reason to kill them. I don't like them. They're jerks, and they're responsible for multiple deaths. But I don't have a reason to actually kill them myself.
That's all of them. You're a lifesaver and a half, Inspector. Lawrence, you got the bits?
Let's see, which pocket did I... Oh, they're in my hand. There you are, Inspector. We'll make sure to put in a good word with our friends, too. I can't wait to put this behind us.
So what are you gonna do now exactly?
We'll wait here a little longer, and start clearing out their rooms when the shift changes. Not sure what we'll do with their belongings.
Lawrence, we talked about this, remember? What belongings?
Exactly.
Anyhow, thanks again, Inspector. Good luck with your investigation.
Thank you. They seem very nice. I'm sure they're not going to do anything untoward. Okay, but first things first. Ellie. Let's see about going bonkers tier on this bonkers tier weapon. It's level 99. That is absolutely absurd. So critical damage, quietness. Rate of fire has to be rate of fire, right? We want another N-ray one here. That's zap, plasma, corrosion. And then up here we have scope. Weapon spread is probably the pick here. Well, either that or range. Range is not a bad idea, since she's a little bit further away, long range. Yeah, sure, let's go with that. And we'll just go with plasma for now. I think I have another N-ray modification thing available. 1522. Oh my gosh. That's higher than things are supposed to go. That's crazy. That's just absurd. That is simply wild. Alright, and the grenade launcher. I want to upgrade this thing too. Silence grenade launcher? I don't think that's... no, I'm pretty sure that's not right. Okay, it makes the shot silent. It doesn't make the actual grenade silent. That's what it is. That's what's happening here. I don't think any of these upgrades act... Well, I guess critical. Sure, why not? What do we want it to blast with? Shock damage? Yeah, sure. Make it a shocky thing. Oh yeah, we need to see if we can tinker that. tinker. Where is the grenade? Alright, Ellie, have this god tier pistol. I'll make it an N-ray in the future, I promise you. That's more than double the damage. Parvati, have this crazy grenade launcher. It's technically not as much damage as the shotgun, but it's going to be better at range, and she already has a amazing melee weapon, so it's fine. Yeah, weapon mixed. Actually, she's fantastic now. That's great. You want to be... Medium range is right for you. Okay. We're good to go here. Oops, didn't mean to steal that. I just didn't realize it was... Okay, it's fine. Journal. What are we on now? How many quests have we failed? Huh, we actually haven't any. Alright. Lord of the Blight. What is this? It says to inspect his office, but we have already done that. Ah, you just existed.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Really? I don't believe that. Yeah, maybe 8 people exploded, but yeah, I'm sure it's fine. I don't hear anything. Honestly, sounds like they're complaining about stuff. Oh, there's a workbench down there, which I don't need, but I will repair my stuff because I forgot to do that. You know, for a space game, they never gave me a jetpack? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Like, that's like a general space game staple, is the jetpack. And they never gave me a jetpack. I'm not saying I'm disappointed in them, I'm just saying that they could have given us a jetpack. That was an option. No, I get it. It's not what the game's for. That's not the kind of game this is, and honestly, that makes sense. But it's still funny to meme about, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. What is X? I forget what that button does. Alright, sell junk. Dialogue kit. If I see a stealth kit, I will pick it up. That's actually a good one. What is this thing? An ultimate bolter? Well, we got a much better pistol now, so we are set for life on pistols. Yeah, we can never get that. Says that there's a... Oh, there's a workbench. Got it. I'm gonna get the real... Quick, hit the repair button. Repair all? There we are. And nothing else is worth tinkering right now, because all these things are... Pretty much everything is already maxed out. This thing we could level up, but it's not a scaling weapon. It will actually cost a very expensive amount to level up. So, I'm not gonna. You think the level on that pistol is just bugged? I mean, the damage is makes it... I mean... Do you mean bugged as in we shouldn't have gotten it, or bugged as in not reading correctly? Because it's reading correctly for the damage output. The damage output is about on par with what I would expect a level 99 weapon to be. I can believe that it's, you know, not reading correct in the sense that we shouldn't have gotten it, though, because that seems a bit awkward. But it was also custom placed, right? That was an item that was placed by a development team, right? That item was placed on the ground next to a person who was lying there. That wasn't a random drop. That wasn't like I found it in a chest or something like that. That was a very specific and deliberate item placed there. Which means that I feel... not forced, but I feel inclined to believe that that is just a rare pistol that's insanely good, which I'm actually just straight up here for.
Got it. Let's...
We got him.
Wait, that headshot didn't kill? Okay.
Don't mess with us.
Good enough for me. I still, you know, I never actually figured out what the different elements do. Like, I know shock is good against, you know, shields and robots, but I actually don't know what any of the other elements do. I'm assuming that corrosion is good against armor just by going with general game logic. I'm assuming that plasma is just bypass physical armor. I don't know. I have no idea. I've just been using them because they look shiny. I've been picking them based on the color, not gonna lie. And to be fair, it's been working for me, right? To be fair, that's been fine. No complaints. Also, if you see me flinch and panic, I think there might be a wasp in the room, and I'm a little worried about it. It might just be an ant queen, like a flying ant queen, but if there might be a wasp in the room with me, and it might kill me. It might just actually murder me, so if I scream and end the stream, that's probably why. Oh, I do have more in here.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I checked this
This
before.
copy of TK contains 142 fewer pages than a standard copy. The missing pages were likely removed to create sufficient space for the hidden listening device inside.
You should probably lead with that, but okay. Where's the receiver?
You figured that out just by looking at it? Huh. We ought to talk shop one of these days.
We should!
Inspector, please consider speaking into the device in order to trace the transmission and reveal the receiver's location.
Moo!
Poor woolly cow impression transmitted.
Poor?
Transmission
Come on.
analysis complete. While the precise location of the receiver could not be pinpointed, it has been narrowed down to a smaller, approximate range.
How long has this been here?
Analysis inconclusive. However, there is a minor accumulation of dust particles present on the book's uppermost surface.
Examine the... Taste the dust. Remember, we gotta taste it. It tastes slightly dusty. That's amazing. It tastes slightly dusty. Yep, that... I'm glad I resolved that.
You have some unorthodox methods, Inspector.
Oh, I love this game, though. Alright, let's look around.
The area within a 0.5 meter radius of the book possesses a dust coating comprised of at least twice the number of particles.
But how does that dust taste? Okay. Roughly a week before the Helen's death? Okay.
That is highly likely, Inspector.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that you found? No, wait, don't tell me. Let's save it for the big reveal once you've solved the case.
I love his attitude. I genuinely really do love his attitude. Like, his attitude is so... Cavalier, I think, really is the best word for it. He's like... He doesn't care that he's a suspect. He's like, okay, yeah, I probably am a suspect. I'm not gonna sweat it. Like, that's just cool. He has that cool guys don't look like at explosions vibe, you know? But, like, not in the chintzy Michael Bay way, but in an actual cool, like, I don't need to sweat this. Like, he's, like, actually cool instead of pretending to be cool.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Transmission endpoint discovered. The receiver in this book matches the transmitter to the listening device found in Cedric's office. It's somewhat grime-covered.
They don't give me a chance. Oh, why don't they give me an option to taste the grime? I mean, I'd do it. I'll do it. So, how long has this been on the ground?
Please don't taste the dirt this time.
Dang it, Parvati!
Accumulated mix of sludge and detritus. The receiver has been present since approximately a week before Helen's death.
Please give me the option game. I'm begging you. I am begging you to give me this option game.
Due to the high level of foot traffic in this area, this unit is unable to determine who placed the device.
Ah, okay, fine. You win this round, Parvati.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Is this the same quest? Huh. What are you about?
Inspector, this loading automechanical's programming does not match factory default settings.
Oh, okay.
The standard defensive protocol has been modified to include an additional trigger.
Really? Hold on 1 second here. Wow. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's okay. Scan for signs of unusual behavior. Yeah.
Slug automechanical maintenance records indicate this particular unit is frequently reported as out of position or missing for periods of time.
Interesting. What is the new trigger effect then?
There is a directive in place to initiate defensive protocol should an unsanctioned data log installed in this automechanical be removed.
Define standard defensive protocol.
For Type K-19 cargo transport automechanicals, defensive protocol is triggered by attempted interference with cargo, or its transportation, or attempted destruction of the unit. Once triggered, defensive protocol targets the perpetrator and applies lethal force until the target has been deceased for a minimum of 3 minutes.
Well, let's have a look inside. Let's...
Loading automechanical unit K-14 is fully operational at 99% power. Please designate the cargo to be transported and its destination. How can this automechanical assist you?
I can do both those things if I have the gear, but I can't. We're not going to be able to. Dang it. Oh well.
Certainly. Access panel is now unlocked.
Oh, we can disable the failsafe with engineering. Okay, that works.
Failsafe successfully disabled.
Nice.
Kill mode deactivated.
You tasted the not dusty enough. I mean, yeah, we are very good at looking things. Do not click that. All right. Let's view the data log.
Ejecting data log 17C.
Skim random cargo every 1 to 4 days. There's also an instruction to steal a specific package. Shipment 6875. What was in that shipment?
Apologies. This unit does not have access to cargo inventory lists.
Okay.
Unit entering.
Interesting. I do need to change my armor back to my cool stuff. We look fantastic. We really do look fantastic. So this is in a different quest, right? Oh no. Okay. What? No. Hold up. Okay, there is a wasp in the room. There's a wasp in the room. Okay. I don't know where it flew off to. It flew on the monitor. It actually flew on my monitor for a moment. It's trying to send a message. It's trying to let me know that it's here. It's just taunting me. It's saying, yeah, I'm here. What are you going to do about it? I'll tell you what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to cry. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. It's not here right now. Not sure where it went, though. Doesn't make me happy.
Inspector.
Hi.
To what do I owe the pleasure?
I solved your cargo skimming thing.
Ooh, I love this part. The big reveal. So tell me, what happened?
Don't get too excited. I don't know who the culprit is.
Well, that is disappointing. Still, you said you've determined how the theft is occurring?
Someone bypassed the loading mech security system and rewired them to skim random goods.
Damn, you're good.
I am
Hacking
good.
the automex. So that was our skimmer's game.
Mm-hmm.
But why? Everything that was stolen has seemed random. I certainly see no pattern.
I think that's the point. The theft was random. It was random except for a single shipment. It was supposed to be.
So, our culprit had something specific they wished to acquire and used the random theft as a smokescreen.
Exactly.
I say, Inspector, you've done excellent work on this case.
I
Then
have.
That just leaves how the culprit knew where their true target would be, or indeed, that slug would soon possess it.
Check your pocket. I don't know what I'm doing here, but... Oh, it means I'm sneaking him the receiver into his pocket first. Nice.
Okay, that's very impressive. Don't ever touch me again.
No
Am
promises!
I right to think what you found in my office earlier was the other half of this listening device?
Sure was. And whoever that belongs to, that's the guy.
Not quite, Inspector. That listening device belongs to me. I lent it to Halcyon Helen to assist her with role research.
Really? Oh, this actually became relevant. Okay, go off then. She used it to research slug shipments instead. She died before she could deactivate the mech that she hacked. Okay, so she hacked a mech. I get it.
That, or she never intended it to stop. Impossible to know now. Unbelievable. I helped her. Gave her whatever she needed. I thought we were doing each other a good turn.
I mean... I don't think it was personal, mate.
This is a betrayal, Inspector.
Whoa.
I do not take betrayal lightly. Helen
Wait.
should consider herself very lucky indeed that she is already among the dead. And that some other bastard beat me to putting her in the ground.
Okay. Well, it seems we found your motive.
Yes, I suppose we have. There is, however, a slight chronological incongruency to it. I now have a motive to kill Halcyon Helen, but Halcyon Helen is already dead. If I'd known Helen was stealing from me, I may very well have killed her, or had her killed. Alas, I did not.
True. Why are skeletons so calm? Because nothing gets underneath their skin. True. Amazing. Oh, that's a good pun. I love it. Not pun. Is that a... Well, it's not a play on words. Kind of? I guess it's just a joke. What kind of joke is that? Okay, now I'm thinking like actual comedy theory in my head, and that just is... Okay, anyways. Or maybe you did know, and this is all a show for my benefit.
Oh, that is good, Inspector. Now you are thinking in the manner you must if you intend to get to the bottom of this mess. I wish you luck with your investigation, though I doubt you'll need it. You'll find Helen's murderer. I'm confident of that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must find a way to excise my anger that minimally damages my business empire. I expect it will involve shooting quite a lot of guns.
Fair. Understandable. Have a good day. Honestly, though, that's really interesting. So we have a lot of people who would kill Helen. We have a lot of people here who would unalive Halcyon Helen. And he wasn't even on the list. We had no reason to suspect him before then. Oh, geez, I could totally jump over the edge there. Which means I'm totally quick saving and doing it. Let's go! Wait, no, hold on. Hold on, I can do this. Let's go. Nope, that didn't work either. Let's go! Okay, we're invisible walled, never mind. Look. I did what I could. The game's not going to let me eat myself off of the edge of existence, then honestly... I hate to admit it, but it's fair. There are times where invisible walls are valid game design. I know nobody wants to hear that. I know everybody's angry about me saying that. But it's true. There are times where invisible walls are valid game design. And that's a decent example of it. There's no reason... Oh yeah, we can fault in some places. We have before, right? There's no reason for me to do something dumb. Even in character, like even as a character moment, there isn't a good reason for that. Okay, I'm talking to this guy. We waffled on this, and nobody in chat ever gave any thoughts. So I decided to give it.
Consider my offer.
I am.
Otherwise, I'm not sure we have anything to discuss, unless you got a 2-ton bag of dead sprats for sale.
I do, but that is completely not what we're here about. What are we doing?
That's great to hear, or grand, as the Byzantines are so fond of saying. Not that I ain't one. There's a chemical mixing machine in the greenhouse that has more than a few volatile chemicals. Mix them and render that pool unusable. Anything that ain't a cleaner should do. Dump the mix into the pool, then find somebody in Slug and tell them you did it for Rizzo's. That'll get those damn bastards into some red water.
Why?
They're getting a tad too cozy with your friendly neighborhood slugs.
No, they're not.
You
They
don't
hate
want
each other.
either gaining power on the board. Easier to do so if their alliance ain't so sweet anymore. Personally, I don't think we're going far enough. Rizzo's is all smiling gun hands and uppity scientists. Wouldn't mind bringing them down with some well-placed bullets, but nah. If you're worried about this hurting your relationship with Slug, I wouldn't. The guard's thicker than the shit in that pool. Tell him you're with Rizzo's and he won't question it.
Honestly, true. Yeah, sure, why not?
Come on back once you've done your deed.
We have such good reputation with Sublight that we can do this without harming it, and I kind of want his reward, right? I don't even know what his reward is, but I guess I don't really need it. I guess that's my one troubling point, is that I don't really have a reason to do this quest other than just for the sake of completing the quest, right? That's my only downside, is that I just don't have a reason to, to listen to this guy and care about him. Which might not be the most compelling answer. Alright, we have a thing to report to Lucolo. We have the investigation into Helen's poisoning. As we revealed that Spencer is the most likely culprit. That's true. We should confront him. Then we can have we have like 3 different things to report to Ludokovo.
Aha!
VIP.
You see Black Hole Birdie.
I will. All right. Spencer is honestly one of my favorite characters. Probably my favorite voice actor. He just does a fantastic job here. Hi.
Please, can't you see my heart is bursting at the seams? I absolutely must go out. A quote from the Sisty Cutlet. I voiced a Sisty pig aware that it was going to be slaughtered. Ask me anything at all. I might even give you a straight answer.
I don't believe that anything about you is straight. Okay, anyways, a couple of questions about that poisoning.
Must I relive that ghastly event again? My intestines still have yet to fully recover. But I suppose we may discuss it further.
What?
How? Very well.
Okay. I learned a thing or two about your activities in the hotel. I thought that was what we were supposed to be doing.
Oh? Have you now? Please do go on. Don't leave me in suspense.
I have some security... Ooh. Sorry. It's still here. Okay. I have some security footage of you tampering with Helen's last meal. Or, quick question. Was it you who wanted the... What was it you wanted with the tearaway bile gland? I think we open up with 2 before we reveal that we have the footage.
What? That damned bellhop promised discretion. Well, if you must know, it's an appetite suppressant. How do you think I keep my form so lithe? Tearaway glands keep me from feeling hunger pangs.
Okay, but I have footage of you.
Tampering? No. I just happened to be passing through the kitchen and saw a dish that looked good. If being hungry is a crime, you better indict 3/4 of Halcyon.
I intend to. Oh. If the tearaway gland was an appetite suppressant, you wouldn't be hungry if you took it. Or, for a supposedly good actor, you're not much of a liar. I like that one. Yeah, I think we go with that one.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is a breach of my... No, I can't keep doing this. You've caught me. As it so happens, I may not have had the tearaway gland acquired for personal use. I may have placed it in Bellamy's meal.
And your own, because you're dumb.
But before you indict me, please, just listen. I wasn't trying to kill her.
Uh-huh. So he lied about being poisoned? I don't think he did. I think he actually gave it to himself as well by accident. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this should be good is also a good answer. I'm going to say the first one. So you lied about being poisoned.
Lie is such a strong word. But even if I had chosen to poison myself, the danger should have been minimal. Terror ray glands aren't supposed to be lethally poisonous. They're supposed to cause extreme lethargy, as if you'd inhaled several quarts of Spectrum vodka. She would have had to eat 6 or 7 of the glands to die, and even then it would be an extended, arduous process.
What?
No, really, you must listen. I wasn't trying to kill Bellamy. I only wanted her to be incapacitated during the Brown unveiling. With her out of commission, the next available celebrity, myself, would get to host the unveiling.
That makes sense and actually tracks with his motives.
Telling the administrator of my misdeeds. If he learns the truth, what's left of my career will be left in shambles.
What do you want me to say happened?
Tell him it was a poisonous mushroom or a bite from some poisonous insect. An accident. I promise I shall make up for my actions. Pay to erect a statue in Helen's honor, or perhaps even dedicate a performance to her memory.
I dedicate this stream to this voice actor. I'll keep you in suspense. It's more fun that way.
My law, if you aren't a sadist.
I'm really not.
If I have a coronary before you make your decision, I will do my utmost to haunt you.
Fair. All right. I think that's... All 3 of these are just talking to Ludokovo about things. I'm just gonna clean the pool. I don't have a reason to go with this weird plan. I really don't. Yeah, we're gonna go fix up the pool, and then we're gonna go turn in these 3 quests. And that kind of might even be more or less... I mean, I guess we didn't go to the bottling distillery, but we've done pretty much everything else in the DLC, region-wise. And we've done every side quest we could find. So... And yeah, I just straight up have no reason to help that, Spacer's Choice guy. What? Oh, it's on the other side of the hotel? Okay. We can either destroy things or fix things. I choose to fix them. I think this is fixing things. I didn't actually make the bad version of it.
Timeline discrepancy detected. Analysis
Why not?
reveals the chemical signature of this compound is 80% semblant of fertilizer used in the purpleberry orchards. The other 20% is semblant of pool water.
Well, we can clean that up. No reason not to. Yo! Big level up, though. Now we can splash around. Yay! Okay, that's enough of that. What is up, my dude?
Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. The smell cleared right up. Well, in a couple hours, the guests might even be back. Then I actually gotta start doing my job. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so they'll have to content themselves on the deck. I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable.
Yay!
It's the key to our storeroom. If my boss asks, you never met me.
A key? I think it's worth a little more than that, mate.
I guess I can spare a few bits. And, here, this pack of smokes. Sorry, they don't really load me up with the goods. I gotta get back to it if you don't mind, Inspector.
You got it. Where is the keyhole for this guy? Hold on. Yeah, that completed it. So where's the technical operations, scenic deck, bridge? Can't target the other one. I think it's in the botanical operations cellar. I'm guessing. He said for storage area, and I don't really know what he means by that, right? storage area is a really vague and uncharacteristically for this game. Usually they do, but uncharacteristically, they didn't actually give me any direction for where that quest reward is. But I do know that there's a storage area down here that I didn't have access to before, and I suspect that this is it. Not that there's a whole lot of areas I couldn't just lockpick, but you know what I'm saying. Here, this one? Cool. I mean, actually, it's very cool. Well, we can hit 100 lockpick instantaneously by putting on our good old lockpicking shirt. Hold on. Okay. Well, I didn't kill it, but I also failed. Yeah, I didn't kill it, but I think I failed to kill it so miserably that it didn't realize and get angry at me. But now I'm going to be twitching constantly. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I didn't actually change it. I got distracted.
Real slick.
That's a good mace. Not really useful, but it's a good mace. Flamethrower 2.0? Why is that a 3.0? We would expect to see the highest level gear this late in the game. Titanium plasma cutter. Is that better than like the Ultra or the Hyper or whatever? Oh, it's just, okay. View lockdown alert. Till further notice, the Eridanos complex is under lockdown. Yep, we knew that. Hey, Mr. Vargas, wanted to let you know that everything's under control. Situation's normal, just a small weapons malfunction and a slight gas canister combustion. It's just a workplace hazard, really. Maybe if you actually trained us instead of spending all your time shouting over your overinflated head off, Slug wouldn't need to buy itself a new wall. Oh well, live and learn, yeah? Someone not part of your crew. Wow, brutal. Actually, I love that. To any of the idiot maintenance crew who are still alive and not actively on fire, I've gotten a dozen reports about an explosion in the generator room. Last I recall, I sent you a team of hull heads, and you went down there for routine inspection. Please, before you tell me you remembered to shut down the void-forsaken generator before jabbing around in there, tell me you at least remembered the most basic safety procedures. Because if you forgot again, I swear at my grandmother's graves, I will find out and I will find you. And I do mean if, any of your organs are still functioning after I finish with you, I will rip them out and I will sell them to the nearest Spratwurst vendor, which will make maybe half a dent in the monetary damages that you caused on Slug's behalf. Heck. Okay. Well, let's go talk to Ludovico about everything we've learned. We don't really actually know who the murderer is, but we have a lot of information about who the murderer isn't. That's being a bit... Why isn't the YouTube chat going correctly? Hold on, let me just real quick see if I can... There's an issue here. No, it's set up right. That's weird. Refresh. Huh. Oh well. YouTube chat's being weird. I should level up too. What was I doing for skills? We only have 3 more levels, including this one. Oh, YouTube chat on the screen is locked for some reason, and I do not know why. We have another perk, which was going to be the Science Weapon magazine size, right? That's what we decided. Yeah, that was it. Not that I'm really using the science weapons now, but like, whatever. It's still valuable. Now, what were we doing here? It was long guns. Right? It had to have been long guns. we're going to push long guns all the way up to 60. Yeah. Then 2 points to the next level gets long guns up to 60, which gives us our headshot bonus, which is going to be good for sniping out things. And then... we'll figure out the rest later. Alright, let's go talk to Ludovico, because we know a lot of information, and I don't even know how much more we could know.
Inspector, I've just received word that Constable Keene is dead. Please tell me it isn't true. It's all right. You don't have to say anything. Halcyon Helen, Leora Blossom, Maria Keene. There's a murderer on the loose, Inspector. You must stop them. I don't have Maria to count on anymore, so I'm counting on you.
We are... Oh, that's right. Whoever used a needler. We don't know what a needler is, but we know that it was used. Our character knows more about it than we do.
The needler was among Helen's belongings.
Oh.
Whoever stole it must have been able to slip in and out of the hotel. Maria was my sole representative in Cedric's territory. The entire hotel staff is on his payroll. Any one of them could have killed her on his behalf.
Was she that important to you personally?
Maria devoted her entire life to our vision. She was absolutely committed to our company, to our project. I promised myself I'd reward her after we launched Spectrum Brown. I'd make sure she was comfortable for the rest of her life. She was also our voice of reason. She was sensible, and I appreciated her advice. I never got to tell her that.
Well, we'll find who did this.
Make them suffer, Inspector.
Probably. Also, we investigated into Helen's poisoning?
Excellent. I trust you have a name for our poisoner.
I mean, it really just was him, and he is a jerk.
Oh, I am disappointed. I'd always believed Mr. Woolrich a man of high character. It pains me to order the arrest and detention of someone I admired. I'd like you to continue investigating Helen's murder. You've found the poisoner, but her killer remains at large.
So, we also finished the investigation into the Prophet here.
Ms. Leyva earned that title, but not for the reasons you'd expect. The Prophet business has been profitable for the hotel. Not so much for Ms. Leyva's followers.
Well, yeah, that's pretty common.
Tell me, what did you find?
So... she really wants to be arrested.
She wants to be arrested? That's not the kind of behavior I expect from a suspect. Perhaps she's carrying a guilty conscience. Does the Prophet strike you as a reasonable candidate for Helen's murderer?
I mean, candidate, yes, but she didn't do it. No, I doubt she did it.
I'll bear that in mind. Thank you for the update, Inspector. I'll include everything you've told me in my official report.
And also about Cedric?
Closely, I trust. Tell me what you found.
So... he's got an alibi. He's got lots of good alibis, honestly.
Of course he's got an alibi. He runs Sublight Underground. He probably starts his day by preparing half a dozen alibis.
Do you
With that
not?
in mind, do you think Cedric was responsible for Helen's death?
I really don't. Helen was making money for Cedric. He has a motive. He was torturing a guy at the time of Helen's death. Nah, I doubt he has a motive, honestly.
No motive. That's
well, we gave him one, but it's too late.
Because it's exactly the conclusion he'd want us to make. Unfortunately, even I don't have the authority to detain Cedric. His line of work is dangerous, though. There's always a chance for an accident.
Sorry, mate.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I've already lost Dr. Blossom and Constable Keene, but at least Cedric's alive. The universe is a just place.
Oh, that's a great line read. I love it. So we have the option to say we know who killed her, but we don't. Oh, jeez. But seriously? Okay. Well, there's our 60 on guns. What else are we leveling up? We have 18 points left to distribute in the game. Like, that's it total. And I don't even know what else would be worth leveling up. 18 points is not enough to get one-handed melee up. Two-handed melee is what we're actually using, but these skill points don't actually make much of a difference. Like, we already have over plus 100% chance for a crit, so, like, whatever. Where would 18 points make a difference? I mean, I guess here, 10 and 5. That's really it. Yeah, that's it. I guess they were putting the last couple points into hack and lockpick just because that will give us the ability to hack auto mechanicals and the ability to preview locks, but like nothing else will give us any bonuses. Nothing else gives us any tangible bonuses. Aside from intimidate, but we can't get intimidate and we can get hack and intimidate. Yeah, we can do that. Hack and intimidate look like the two here. We'll do hack first. Sure. Alright, now what do we do? Do we have any more quests at all here? Name the murderer if you're ready. Oh, jeez. You are confident that you have investigated everybody who may have had a hand. I'm really not. I'm gonna do a hard save before this, but sure. Let's go.
Inspector?
Hi?
I've been waiting for this. Tell me, Inspector, who killed Halcyon Helm?
It has to be him, right? It has to be. It's not Birdie. Because Birdie... A, he's got a decent alibi. B, he was... It doesn't track. It just doesn't track with who Birdie is. And doesn't track with the death. The death was plasma. Birdie doesn't use that. If it was him, it would have just been bludgeoning. It wasn't Jasmine. She tried. It wasn't Cedric. He didn't care enough. It wasn't Spencer. He's a tool, but he didn't do it. I'm going to say, I think that Ludovico, I think it was you.
I beg your pardon. You think I killed Halcyon Helen?
I've got proof.
There's nothing to prove. I don't understand. Are you trying to make a mockery of justice, or are you really this incompetent?
Both.
I expect you to deliver the name of Helen's killer. I expect you to deliver results, Inspector. And if you can't withstand the pressure, then I expect you to resign. We're done. Your services are no longer necessary.
Sound pretty defensive, Ludovico. Got something to hide, buddy?
I'm defensive, Inspector, because I'm under attack. I am assaulted by your perfidious and baseless accusations. You're convinced I murdered Halcyon Helen. Fine. Show me some evidence.
I don't need proof. My instincts would never lead me wrong.
If you have no proof, then you have no case. And I have no further use for you. Wait, don't move a muscle. Someone's just tripped my alarm. And my security defenses. And killed my patrols.
Oh,
The
jeez.
distillery is under attack. Someone's after me, Inspector. I need you over here right now.
Inspector? I thought that my services were no longer required.
Forget what I said. I'm renewing your contract as of this moment. Damn it. Someone's interfering with my transmission. Can you read the...
Oh, they did... So, guys, should we help him out, or...
Who the real killer is. I got a feeling they're going after Mr. Ludovico. We need to catch up to him. Fast.
True.
I guess, if we have to. Getting kind of tired of kicking my heels up in the penthouse all day.
All right. I got nothing going on. We should definitely go. As for helping him, maybe
Thank
we
you.
take the wait-and-see approach?
Best character.
From the depths of Terra 2 to the heights of Eridanos, there's no mess that your SAM unit can't unstick, unclog, or unsully.
Think of this as an opportunity to teach Mr. Ludovico the importance of compassion.
That was a really nice touch. I like having all the NPCs, or having all the friends chip in. You all know I love Parvati. You know that Parvati is, like, you know, phenomenal. But I don't know, every time Ellie talks, she's fighting for that best girl status. Every time Ellie opens her mouth, she gets one step closer to best girl. Just saying. Just getting my final level up here's. Not final, but close to. All right. Well, I guess we'll go help him. I mean, we haven't doing anything else, huh? Whoa. So, I think, yeah, Ludovico is the only person who we haven't disproven, right? Ludovico is the only person on Eridanos that we haven't, that doesn't have a completely rock-solid alibi that we haven't been able to disprove a motivation for, right? It's not the same as saying that he did it, we have evidence that he did it, but he's the only person that we don't have evidence that he didn't do it. You know? He has the weakest alibi. I'm not, like, convinced that he did it, but I do think that you guys should like the video. Wait, no, that's what I mean. I'm not convinced that he did it, but I'm convinced that everybody else didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I mean, apart from, yes, there are alarms going off. Yes, he's about to get murdered. I honestly think that whoever we chose... Oh, parasite stuff.
I'll keep it down.
That went pretty well.
Get on.
Yeah, okay. So I'm just watching Parvati use that grenade launcher. That works well. So, okay, here's where I'm guessing there's going to be a twist. There's going to be a twist, right? I'm pretty sure, here's my read. I am fairly certain that whoever we accused, and we had to accuse somebody to advance the plot at all, we had to accuse somebody. I'm pretty sure that whoever we accused was going to be killed. If we accused Birdie, then Birdie would have been killed. If we accused, you know, literally anybody, then the security breach would be at that location. And the game would be like, oh ho ho ho, couldn't have been them. That does feel good. Oh, there's another one. Hello? Oh, there's one behind me. That's what's going on.
That's smart. They won't try that again.
They all have that same snack. Actually, that's good, right? Stealth skills +5? That's actually relevant to me right now, because I don't have a stealth skill armor. So, yeah, we'll take that. What? I don't know why it's making that noise. Oh, 105? Okay, I still have my lockpick pants on. 105 is concerning. I thought it was gonna... Oh no, my max lockpick is 103 right now. Huh. Well. Oh well. Guess I'm not opening that chest. So my theory right now is that it's the slugs. It's some parasite, right? It's some parasite host that I'm guessing just straight up is the planet. I think the entire planet is a parasite. I think the entire planet below the cloud line is a giga parasite. That's my idea of what the reveal is going to be. And whoever we accused here is going to be... Wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute. You're dead. Wait up.
It's you.
Hi?
I had a feeling you'd catch up to me sooner or later, Inspector. I was just hoping you'd find me standing over the administrator's corpse.
What in law's name? Halcyon Helen, how are you still alive?
Oh, is that Ludovico I hear? Perfect. I'm so glad he's still in the building. Would you mind letting him know I'm about to blow his whole operation to flinders?
First of all, what's a flinder? Second of all, you dead. Wait. Was your dead body a stunt double? Because that's actually very impressive. What?
Brace yourself, Inspector. You're about to learn the biggest secret in the vaporwave industry. Halcyon Helen was never one person.
Oh.
I shared this role with my twin sister, Belinda.
That must have been her sister in the ballroom.
Oh, wow.
I can't imagine what she's going through right now.
A twin? The only thing worse than being an only child has gotta be having a perfect sibling. Can you imagine the parents?
Belinda and I were the best kept secret in the business. Nobody could tell us apart. And certainly not a peevish, petty, miserable little worm like Quentin Ludovico. So when I discovered the truth, when I realized what Ludovico was about to unleash on this colony, Belinda paid the price.
Oh no. Okay. Use me to pin this murder on someone else. I don't like being used, Lou.
I have no regrets. I did exactly what I had to do. I'd do it again. If it means defending Halcyon's future, I'd do it in a heartbeat.
Please tell me we're recording this.
Ludovico. There's nothing safe about Spectrum Brown. You want to infest this entire colony with those disgusting parasites.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They're not parasites. These creatures are symbiotic life forms. They belong to the highest order of life form, capable of living in perfect harmony.
Because they can persist in a.
Symbiotes evoke a feeling of joy in their host, a bliss so pure, so profound as to render the most exquisite recreational substance obsolete.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, don't you see, Inspector? I want to bring joy back to Halcyon. I want this colony to smile again.
Wow, and that tracks with everything we've learned. It is stable and hibernates in a distillate of alcohol. Yeah, the spores are incredibly small and would just look like some detritus, and a lot of alcohol does have some detritus in it as a part of the distillation process. That tracks with everything we know. It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. I've seen they're not really symbiotes, though. I mean, that much is true.
A host only turns violent if they're carrying too many symbiotes, or if they see you as a threat. In its natural state, the relationship between symbiote and host is perfectly harmless.
I don't...
Listen to me. I never wanted to take a life, but I had no choice. I couldn't let anyone destroy this colony's only chance at real happiness.
Ooh, ouch.
What about all the innocent people she's killed?
No one I crossed off was innocent.
Well, you did kill the doctor. And the Rangers mascot. Actually, you know what? That's true. Both of these are true. Okay. Dr. Blossom, you could argue, is also to blame for the development of Spectrum Brown, which would be killing several people. So you could actually argue that this is still justified based on her ethics. Again, whenever you're talking to somebody like this, especially somebody who is in this state, you can't talk to them about your ethics. We can't say you killed Dr. Blossom, she was innocent. because from her mindset, Dr. Blossom is directly responsible for Spectrum Brown. Dr. Blossom is not innocent in her mindset. Now, she was just doing her job. She wasn't doing anything untoward. She wasn't responsible for Rizzo's board deciding to use that. She was simply gathering information about it. That's all true. I'm not saying that Dr. Blossom was a good person, was a bad person. Dr. Blossom is not the bad guy, but we're talking to the person who killed her and believed that she was justified, right? So that right there, that's a bad line to say, because she can just immediately turn around and say, well, I did it because XYZ, and you're not going to be able to convince her otherwise. The Rangers mascot, though, I don't know why she killed. I know why she killed Dr. Blossom, and while I don't think it was ethical, I don't agree with it, the Rangers mascot being killed is a lot more touchy.
The mascot was a spy working for Ludovico. He was ordered to keep an eye on Belinda and I, and report back to his master.
Yeah, that's...
You're being paranoid. I barely knew the fellow.
Don't try to deny it. Anywhere Belinda and I went, that mascot was there, just watching us with those cold, dead eyes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I found him rummaging through your things, even.
That doesn't surprise me at all. He was on Ludovico's side, just like the others. Dr. Leora Blossom, Maria Keene, that flackwit of a mascot, they were standing between me and Ludovico, so I did what I had to do. I went through them.
There it is. Interesting. Okay. So now we know where her morality is. Now we know what she feels justified in doing. And yes, you could argue that I'm psychoanalyzing this a bit too deep. You could argue that I'm reading too much into this. However, this is a team that's known for their compelling characters and storylines, right? This is Obsidian Studios, for goodness sake. This isn't, I am not reading too much into this. I am reading exactly the right amount into this. But Keene was on your side.
She was on Ludovico's side. When she realized I was alive, she refused to stay silent. I gave Maria a chance. I told her about Belinda. I asked for her help, but she turned me down. She was honor-bound to report me to Ludovico.
That makes sense.
Maria had a duty to her company, and I had a duty to Belinda. We both did what we had to. But in the end, I was the faster shot.
That makes sense. I don't like it, but it does make sense. It makes sense. I understand and believe that you believe that. Simply put, I believe that you believe that. And Dr. Blossom, I think I know why.
Have you met Dr. Blossom? She was practically a reptile. A cold-blooded psychopath who toyed with human lives in the name of scientific advancement. Leora Blossom wasn't a person. She was a weapon in Ludovico's arsenal. You call it murder? I call it disarming my enemy.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I've heard enough.
You know what you need to do. Help me avenge Belinda. Help me put a stop to this.
Don't listen to her. Listen to me. Throw in with Helen and you destroy Halcyon's only chance at real happiness. Think of the future.
Brainworms.
A lifetime of bliss and joy for every colonist in Halcyon. We can make that happen.
I want to help Helen. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I want. I'm helping you, Helen, but once we get out of here, I expect more answers.
It's a deal.
Couldn't agree more. The last thing this colony needs is more grinning idiots.
We don't have a lot of time. We need to get out of here.
Not so fast. I've sealed the bulkhead doors. You're staying right where you are. I'm sorry to do this to you, Inspector. Truly I am. If it's any consolation, Helen has brought some remarkably powerful explosives. Your death should be instantaneous.
Oh, good.
Goodbye, Inspector. Helen, we won't meet again.
Damn it. He sealed us in, but I think I know another way out. Follow me and stay close.
Okay. Oh, wait, this is level cap. Okay, well, let's pause and unpack this for a moment. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We're actually a tossball team mascot. That's actually something that we... Okay, anyways. So I think this is our last level up. 10 points. We'll do it later. We kind of got something going on right now. We can still use a vending machine though, so that's cool. I like the scripting on this sequence already. Ooh. Oh. Thank you. Little flamey bit. You got it. So is he blowing himself up, though? Because he's in here, right?
Nice work, Inspector.
Well, thank you.
We may have put a stop to Ludovico's operations, but he's still at large. He's probably gone into hiding, so we're going to root him out.
What's the plan?
This entire complex has been exposed to those parasites. Law only knows how many they've infected. Most of them won't even know they're carrying a parasite inside of them. If they're showing symptoms, it's probably already too late. Boundless energy, insufferable joy, an almost saccharine attitude of optimism.
Oh no, it's me!
Just like that. Parasites bursting out of their
bodies. Oh no!
Fat and wriggling with vital energy.
Some sort of pesticide? Could that work?
You're a step ahead of me, Inspector. Clearly a woman of many talents.
True.
An airborne pesticide of some kind. I think you may be onto something. Let's meet back at your penthouse. We'll ready our next move.
Do we have more questions?
Not here. In private, back at the penthouse. Also, I rather like the ambiance there. See you soon.
You know what? Fair. Same. Okay. Well, I did not see that plot twist coming. I mean, that was kind of awesome. And it tracks with everything we've learned. And that's really what I like about a good mystery, right? And what we learned, the plot twist there, was something that we could put together. And I kind of had about the Spectrum Brown being parasite juice. Because that, you know, it just made sense. It tracked with everything that we learned. But I did not realize... Yes, Sapphire, she is pretty and hot. It's true. I did not realize that she had a sister. Now, there's an interesting question. Safi says, if things stay as they are, but with the happy worms, then is it really happiness you're giving? You're actually making anything better. And I have a response to that. Whatever. Their head moves a real jiggly lot. The effusive hosts specifically, I should probably kill them first. Because their heads wiggle around a bit in an awkward way. What was I saying? Oh yeah. I understand what you're saying. It's the idea that, you know, it's not a true quote-unquote form of happiness. It's one that's, you know, being forced into you, I guess? There we go. And I would actually argue that that might be a distinction without a... That might not be a meaningful distinction, right? You could make an argument that that's as real as any other form of happiness. Like, happiness is how you feel, and if somebody does feel happy, I would argue they probably won't be able to feel fulfilled, right? They won't be able to experience the same kind of happiness as somebody who gets a fulfilling experience. But you could see the argument in small doses of that being well, whatever people want, you know? If people want to be chugging the parasite juice, then let them go. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't chug it. But you've also seen the kind of lives that people can live here, right? Like, you've seen the kind of lives that people live in these areas, working 20 hours days with 4 hours of sleep before they have to get back on shift. of actual manual labor stuff. Like, this ain't a great world, right? This is not the good world of happy fun times. Nor is it supposed to be. I mean, that's just how the game world is. Okay, so these are all... Okay, so this is a lot of interesting stuff that we could have used to summarize if we needed to investigate more, but we did a pretty good job of it. Hi! How you doing?
It's strange. When you walk through that door, I half expected to see Belinda.
Mm-hmm.
Belinda and I practically shared a life. Losing her feels like losing a limb. She's conspicuous by her absence.
Take your time.
Thank you, but no. I can't grieve properly while Ludovico's still breathing. So let's see if we can't solve that problem first. We shut down Ludovico's distillation plant, but he's not gonna sit idly by. If he can't use Spectrum Brown to infect the colony, he'll resort to some kind of backup plan. I stole this formula from Dr. Blossom, a failed prototype of Spectrum Brown. Look at this. The prototype had the opposite effect, and actually made you immune to the parasites.
Also slightly depressed instead of incredibly happy, so alcohol. So your immune system would destroy the parasites before the larval stage. Let's read the formula first.
This is Halcyon. Everyone's already miserable. A little more despair isn't gonna make a difference. We're going to need 2 ingredients. A sample of essence of Sprat, and 1 intact pod of parasite eggs. Cedric's warehouse in the Perea spaceport almost certainly carries a batch of Sprat essence. As for the pod, I'd check the Wilderness Reserve if I were you.
That sounds pretty easy to get both of those. So the spat I could just synth it. We are pretty sciencey.
You're a scientist and an inspector? You really are full of surprises.
I'm very cool.
I borrowed a centrifuge from the research lab. Used the ingredients to synthesize an anti-parasitic.
Easy enough.
I'm glad I could count on your expertise. Once you're finished, head to the pilot house. We'll hijack the control system and disperse the cure into the atmosphere. That should kill off most of the parasites.
Not so fast. Let me borrow your needler. Sure. I mean, why not?
Are you worried I'm gonna shoot you in the back?
No, I just want a fancy gun. I deserve to feel like an either way hero.
You're right. You do deserve the spotlight. Here. You take good care of my needle.
Wow, we actually got it.
And it'll take good care of you.
Thanks.
There is one other thing. While you're at Perea's spaceport, have a word with Cedric Kincannon. I know Cedric. There's nothing he wants more than a chance to eliminate Ludovico.
True,
we can
though.
use him on our side. Best of luck, Inspector. I'm counting on you.
I wanted to ask you about Belinda.
Why, Inspector? Am I being questioned?
I'm not an inspector. Call me Hawthorne.
All right. Hawthorne it is. Belinda and I shared the role of Helen. But she was also the only person who knew the real me. To the rest of the colony, I'm Halcyon Helen. But to my sister, I was just Ruth. I could be myself around Belinda. And she could be herself around me. She was my only sister, but she was also my only friend.
You know, if the other sister died, they could have said that she was ruthless. Look. No one else you knew yet a twin sister?
Parents, naturally. An agent, a couple of directors. None of them had any reason to reveal the truth. To them, Helen was a brand. Revealing our secret meant damaging that brand. Damaging that brand meant losing money. Nobody in this colony wants to lose money. Belinda and I saw Helen as an active theatric sleight of hand. We enjoyed the deception, the challenge. We wanted to see how far we could go.
I'd say being went pretty far. You did great.
And if I hadn't underestimated Ludovico, you and I probably wouldn't be talking about Belinda in the past tense. We wouldn't be talking about her at all. It should have been me in that ballroom.
Yeah.
Belinda died because I was careless. Never mind that. If you've got something else to ask me, now's the time.
Come on, chat. That was gold and you know it. Come on. Was it hard to keep Belinda, dude?
No. Belinda enjoyed the secrecy. She could slip into the role of Halcyon Helen, attend social events on my behalf, perform a few stunts, deliver a few lines. And then, when she grew tired of all the people and all the attention, all she had to do was slip out of the role and be my sister again. She was the secret twin. She had a comfortable life in the shadows, an easier life. I made sure of that.
She was important to you, and I would want revenge too.
What I want is my sister back, but I'll settle for killing Ludovico.
I respect that. That's all I wanted to know. Let's do
I'm
it.
glad I could satisfy your curiosity.
You gonna be okay with killing people?
Yes, Hawthorne, I did. Leora Blossom and Maria Keene were on Ludovico's side. They chose to stand between me and my sister's killer. I had to cross them off.
Once again, you're forgetting about the mascot.
He was clearly a spy for Ludovico. He was never far from Belinda or from me. We could hardly take a step outside our hotel without spotting that giant red mask somewhere in the periphery. It's like he was stalking us, watching our every move. If we took notice of him, he hurried away.
Honestly, he sounds like a fan, not a spy. That's a good one. Really though, that's the line where Helen becomes the bad guy. Also, can we just point out that it does not say her name is Ruth? It says we are talking to Halcyon Helen. So many characters in this game have referred to them as Halcyon Helen instead of Belinda. You know, instead of the character's actual name. Even us. What this means to me is that the character that we are playing, the character of Captain Hawthorne, also sees this as talking to Halcyon Helen. We don't get their actual name, even when talking to them face to face. And that's a choice. Like, right? That obviously that's a choice on the designer's side. That is an active choice that was made for this scene, and I think that's really interesting. And I wonder if once we complete this, I think it's going to be amazing. I hope this happens. I wonder if once we complete the storyline, if we talk to her again, her name will be her name instead of Halcyon Helen. Also, this is where we see the gray morality come in, right? Like, you can say, sure, everything there makes sense, you justified killing, but the designers don't want them to just be, they don't want her to just be the good girl. They don't want her to just be the hero. There is this question of, no, I don't think he really was. Or even if he was, he wasn't in it so deep as to be worth justifiably killing, right? Even if everything you say is true, there's a very strong argument to be made that you did not need to kill him and were not morally justified in doing so.
That doesn't make any sense. If he was a fan, why did he run away every time I looked at him?
Oh, yep. He was a fan, Helen, and he was working for Birdie.
He was working for Birdie? Birdie Holcomb? But that doesn't... I mean, why
sorry.
is he always...
I'm so sorry.
Oh dear. I may have made an accidental, inadvertent, tiny miscalculation.
It's called a murder. You made a terrible mistake. I'm just gonna be blunt. I'm sorry, but you made a terrible mistake. You did kill somebody.
Yes. I have made a terrible mistake. I'll find his closest living relative and send them an autographed copy of Terror on Monarch or something. That should smooth things over.
Ooh, I know what I want to say. I want to say, would that be enough to smooth over your sister's death? Right? That would be the brutal answer. That's almost too brutal, but it's like actually is kind of justified. But okay, where am I in this? We're moving on. What happened between you and Keen? Birdie was carrying this data pad. That's yours, probably. What exactly happened on the night of the murder? Let's go down the line. First off, Birdie was carrying the data pad. I know I just said I'm going to go down the line, but this is the one that seems the most distracting from what we just told her, what we just forced her to face.
Yes, this is mine. I'd kept notes on everything I suspected, everything I'd discovered. It's all here, all in code. Belinda and I... We had a secret way of communicating. Words and phrases that had a special meaning to us. Numbers and dates that were only important to the two of us. Only two people in the universe knew that language.
Here, take it. From what I know about the world, media, TV, that's true of all twins. If you have a twin, then you are obligated to create a secret language that the only two of you can communicate. That way, when you get into drama, you have that to go off of. I assume that all twins have that. Everyone should just assume that every twin in the world does that.
That's kind of you. Thank you.
And even right here, we lost Helen's datapad, but that was also not her datapad, even though we're talking to Helen. That was the other Helen. It still is not changing. So, tell me everything.
It's a long story, Hawthorne.
I've got time. I'm streaming for another hour, so let's go.
It was supposed to be just another marketing job. Rizzo's wanted Halcyon Helen to be the face of Spectrum Brown. Some hideous concoction served with a dead parasite.
Right.
All we had to do was spend a few weeks on Eridanos. Shake some hands, sign a few autographs, drink a bottle of Spectrum Brown in front of a camera, and try to smile. Belinda didn't want to go. But I wanted a change of scenery. In any case, we couldn't possibly say no.
You know... Anyway, no, I'll talk about that later. Why didn't Belinda want to go to begin with?
Belinda always hated endorsement deals.
Ah.
They felt cheap to her. Inauthentic. She always believed her first priority was to our fans, and not the company that bought us out.
That's very weird in this culture, but go on.
Belinda and I arrived on Eridanos and played our usual game of trading places. We were practically flawless. Even Ludovico didn't know about us. Belinda was unhappy for the first few days, but then she met Birdie Holcomb.
Ah.
Birdie treated her like a human being and not just an Aetherwave icon.
That's cute.
They were just about perfect.
Yeah. Why did they... I mean, we know... She knows about the temper problem. We know about the temper problem. They both know about that. He was working through it. This is all fair. This is all just fair. So I don't think bringing this up helps anything at all. But the question we care about is, why did they break up?
Birdie didn't know the truth about Belinda and I. He thought he was dating Ruth Bellamy, and Belinda... She didn't want to lie to him. So you asked her to break up with him? I don't want this one. She should have told him the truth even if it meant the end of your career. No, I do not believe that. I'm not going to click that button because I do not believe that. That's not a fair reaction. Now, if they were going out for a long time, if they were going to get married, if there was blah, 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 yes, that would have eventually been the case, but I don't actually necessarily agree with this temperament answer, especially not at the point where they were in their relationship. Did she have secrets? Yes. Were they secrets that would hurt the relationship? Arguably, no. But possibly? But it's something that would have had to be brought up eventually, but no. It's not the kind of truth that you must tell somebody on, like... No, I don't like that. But you asked her to break up with him. That's the rub. Of course not. She was my sister. I'd never stand in the way of her happiness.
Oh.
Belinda ended her relationship with Birdie all by herself. She didn't want to lie to him, and she couldn't tell him the truth.
That's...
So she let him go.
tragic, but reasonable. I met the guy, and he didn't take it well.
Birdie had a temper, and that worried me. But in the end, he was a decent enough fellow.
Yeah, I believe that.
Birdie wasn't the person I should have kept an eye on. It was Ludovico. I had a feeling Ludovico was hiding something. Belinda stayed busy socializing with the celebrities around the complex. That gave me some time to do a little digging.
So you went away to the orchards and left me my first clue.
The Purpleberry Orchards was the heart of Ludovico's operations. I knew I'd find some answers in the R&D lab. I saw everything. The test subjects, the parasites. Spectrum Brown was never safe to drink. Those harmless, dead parasites at the bottom of every bottle. They were just dormant.
Right.
They would have sold out in a month. This colony loves novelty. They'll eat up any new product we toss their way.
That's
a new
true.
cereal, a new Spectrum flavor. Ludovico knows that. From Emerald Vale to Byzantium. A parasite in every brain and a grin on every face. Every last one of us trapped behind a mask of joy. That's what Ludovico wants.
Ah, and Ludovico realized what you were up to, and he thought you would expose him, which you probably would have.
I was careless. I was risking Belinda's life every step of the way, and I never even realized.
I don't blame yourself for this. This is on Ludovico, not on you.
I wish it were that easy. Still, thank you. Was there something else you wanted to talk about?
What? Tell me about the night of the murder proper.
You don't know how many times I relived this moment in my mind.
Sorry.
I discovered what Ludovico was up to when I toured the orchards. I threatened to expose his plan. Ludovico decided to eliminate me. He programmed Burbage 3001 to fire on his command and disabled the security cameras in the ballroom. Only, he didn't know about Belinda. I'm sure he thought it was my skull he caved in with a bottle of Spectrum Brown. Burbage covered his blow with the plasma shot, and then Ludovico wiped his memory.
That makes sense. We didn't have the, engineering, was it? We didn't have everything we needed for Burbage. Yeah, and then he hired me to pin the murder on somebody else.
I don't think he expected you to be so competent. In the end, hiring you may have been his undoing. I went after Leora Blossom, and you were just one step behind me. I programmed an automech to steal some explosives from Cedric, but you weren't far behind. You were always hot on my heels, one step behind and catching up. I realized I'd have to throw in with you or eliminate you.
You'd have lost that fight, Helen, I hate to tell you.
I like your confidence. Take that with you when you hunt down Ludovico.
I will. You were scrolling YouTube and got a random idea to play a song, and your brother's like, hey, that's a song that you have stuck in his head? Wow, that's actually kind of amazing. That's... Yeah, I don't know that all twins can, read each other's brains. Wait, can I not? No? Wait, where is it? Oh, it's a science weapon. That's a really low DPS. Hold on, what's this trick? What's the trick? You hold in your hand the actual needler used by Halcyon Helen in the serial Terror on Monarch. Brought to you by Odin Pictures as seen in the Etherwave. Only does 51 damage. Why is that? Why is it? Hold on, let's check this out. We have 10 points available. What can we push into a threshold? It's Intimidate to 60, I guess? Or Lockpick to 60? Yeah. That's the only one that we can meaningfully get up, aside from Lockpick, which we don't... I guess I'm putting the last 3 points into Lockpick, though, just because I did see one that was 105. And unless I'm mistaken... Yes, we are at level cap. 480 kilo XP out of 480 kilo XP. So we actually have max level. So we are done leveling up. I'm going to float the last perk until I decide, because I don't remember what's good, and I'll sort that out later. So what is this pistol? And why does it so low DPS? There has to be a trick to it, right? I guess we don't really need the inspector gun right now. It looks cool. Oh! It changes... It doesn't have an ammunition count. It shoots infinitely. And then reloading changes the element. That's kind of cool. I don't quite understand. We'll worry about it later. It looks like the DPS is too low for it to be meaningful, though. Well, first things first, we gotta deal with Ludovico. Episode doesn't end until we deal with Ludovico. We're completing every bit of this, DLC today. Oh yeah, we gotta take care of the... So here's what I'm thinking. This is what I thought about this during the actual conversation with Helen. And I realized, wait a minute. That Rizzo Spectrum makes people super excited for, you know, everything. They're just genuinely happy all the time. And now we're making an antidote. Now, the antidote gives you a bit of depression, it said, but we could combine these two things, right? Like, I don't see any reason that we couldn't do both. We could sell Rizzo Spectrum Brown and then offer the antidote as a chaser so you can get that, you know, get that high, I guess? So how do we get up there? So we could get, so people could actually experience the joy of the Rizzo Spectrum Brown, and then when they're done, they could just take the antidote and go back to regular life instead of being fully parasited. That could be, like, a both sort of situation.
Keeping me in the dark is hampering my humors horribly.
Okay, we cannot reveal things to them yet. So this thing is... How do I get up there? Hold on. An egg pod above me. Do I have a way up there? I don't think... maybe this does? Oh, this goes up. Oh, okay. For some reason I thought this went down. I thought the other part of the, dungeon here was underground. No, this is actually higher up in the mountain. Parasite egg pod. Sure. Not sure why it's in a chest as opposed to, like, on the ground, but, I mean, why not? Can I just teleport all the way to Cedric now? I can't fast travel from this location. Am I... Okay. Parvati, we need to get you some new armor. We need to get you something that's a little bit less Rizzo-y. You know what I'm saying? But wouldn't they just want to not take the chaser? Well, that's up on them, right? That's their choice to make. Probably they wouldn't, and you would have to have it dosed to them. I don't know. There's a really interesting moral dilemma there. I don't have an answer. Gosh, I will say, though, that weapon seems catastrophically bad, and that's surprising to me. There's probably some trick to it, right? A lot of the science weapons have a trick. And just changing elements, because like I said before, elements don't do that much. So what does the Needler do? Maybe every attack is a DOT, maybe? I don't know. Next time I see an enemy, I'll test it. But right now we have not enemies.
They're on us.
Oh, geez. Found an enemy. That's just a sublight guy. Alright, let's equip the item then, I guess. Yeah, we'll go here for now. That just seems bad? Hmm. Oh, it's a status effect weapon. Yeah, so that's minus movement speed. This is the actual DOT poison effect. And this is minus armor, so this is actually a support weapon. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I like that a lot, actually. Okay, never mind, the weapon's cool. Cedric? You're not in your office. You're supposed to be in your office. Though I suspect that the actual offensive version of it is just always going to be bad. Yeah. So yeah, the damage for this thing is catastrophically low. So we what? Oh, okay. So we will sideline the weapon. But I like the idea of it. It's actually a support weapon. That actually makes me very happy that it exists, just by its existence. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's just... okay. Did YouTube chat fix? Nope, plugin is locked still. Don't know why.
Law, how'd you get in here alive? You are alive, yeah? And not one of them? No, you look clean. Good. You'd better get inside with the others.
You look not
I
clean.
promise I won't run screaming if those things break in. Just so you know.
Reasonable, actually. Oh, an improved thug kit? Why not? God, I think that might be my favorite jingle. Rizzo's puts the us in gelatinous. That's actually, it might be my favorite jingle in here. So, Cedric.
Inspector, you made it. Well done. I'm afraid you may find the spaceport is, at the moment, less hospitable than usual. My apologies. Regardless, you must have some purpose here. Do tell.
So, what's going on?
Whew. Whatever it was, it happened quickly. Like a wave sweeping across the shore. We were overrun. Survivors are still trickling in. We've put out a call to slug agents not at the docks to keep their distance.
Smart, smart.
With the warehouse's stores, slug could hold out here for weeks, easily. Possibly months.
So, Ludovico's behind everything.
Oh, my. You mean Lou was up to no good this whole time?
Can you smug later? I thought he was a jerk. Turns out he's an evil jerk. Honestly, fair. I like this one, though. Can you smug later?
I may hold you to that.
Oh, by all
But
means.
tell me, why should I help you, Inspector?
Ludovico wants to slug the entire colony.
When you put it like that, I would be heartless to say no. You can
I love his
expect slug
attitude.
support. I'll arrange for my agents to meet you at the distillation station.
Tell them to bring their best weapons and any personal issues they'd like to work out through violence.
I'll do that. I think one of our checkpoint guards is going through a divorce.
Oh, well.
As thrilled as I am to assist you in taking down Lou, we have barricaded ourselves in here for a reason. I imagine you have a plan for getting out of the spaceport safely?
Guns. Oh, and I took some out.
That I'd lose some of my agents to this violence was likely inevitable. Still, that is sad news, Inspector. Kindly save all further bloodshed for Ludovico.
No promises. Also, we're making an anti-parasitic.
With Helen? You don't say.
Yes, to create an anti-parasitic. Try to keep up.
I'd forgotten how disarming your sense of humor is, Inspector. This anti-parasitic, it would restore my people to their original, non-infected selves? Safely?
Yes, probably? Would you rather I leave them as mind-controlled slug puppets then? That's actually a really good response.
Law, but you like your extremes, don't you?
I
Well,
do.
I'll take my people's probable cure over their guaranteed death. Coincidentally enough, Slug can supply you with Essence of Sprat. Ella Tinsley, the warehouse foreman, you remember her? There's a package on the desk in her office. You'll find the Essence of Sprat you need in there.
Thank you. Who ordered that out of curiosity?
Oh, I wouldn't like to say. A customer-supplier confidentiality and all that. Now then, is there anything else I can do for you while you're here?
No, I'm good. All right, can we teleport all the way out of here to the next plot point, or do we need to leave subway or the docking spaceport? Spaceport, that's the one. That's where we are. Wait, what? Why is my quest there? Hold on, journal time. Hello? I can't go to journal. Can I go to journal? There we go. Oh, it's inside there. Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. I was thinking it was the person who was at the where we are docked, not at the spaceport, but I misunderstood who had it. Yeah, okay. Pardon me. So I do agree with what Tengutier said that. You guys talk to you? Oh, here, just take it from here, huh?
Want to guess which gland Essence of Sprat comes from?
All of them.
Me neither.
Hey, Inspector! You're alive! That's terrific.
Just so you know, I took the Essence of Sprat off your desk.
Is that what it was? It just showed up in one of our shipments, but I couldn't find a record of anyone ordering it. Say, what's it for?
Don't worry about it.
No kidding. Gosh, I hope it works. A lot of good people have been infected. Also, thanks for getting the Essence of Sprat off my desk. That stuff reeked.
You good?
Can't complain. Still slug-free. That is, I'm still slug, obviously, but I haven't been slugged.
No, I get it.
You know what
No,
I mean.
I get it. It's okay.
You too, Inspector.
Same to you, buddy. So yeah. Tengutier comments that it would be good on an NPC, and I am mixed opinion on that. On one hand, yes, if we were a damage output powerhouse, having that on an NPC would be incredibly valuable. But there's 2, possibly 3 problems with that. The first problem is that we're just not, right? Ooh, fancy. The first problem with that is that we are just straight up not. We are not a damage powerhouse, and my NPC companions do a lot of damage. We are getting a... They're not carrying us, but they are really pulling their weight more than me. Because a lot of my skills, keep in mind, a lot of my stat points are not in combat. My stat points are in dialogue, sneak, and science 100, right? I am not the damage output powerhouse. Second of all, I don't know if they can control, or if they do control, what element they're using. Now, if we could guarantee that they were going to be using the slow effect, then sure, yeah, we could give it to Ellie and she'd be happy with it. If we could guarantee that they were going to be always keeping up the armor down status effect, that'd be phenomenal. We would have that equipped the entire time, all the time. We would never unequip it. Never have a reason to. Ooh, cutscene kill, nice. The thing is that I don't know if either of those things are true, or if they will ever be true. So as a result, I don't think I trust my companions with it because, in no small part, because we have this crazy stupid gun, right? Ellie has one of the best guns possible, which may even be just a glitch. So, I think that I will not be giving that to NPCs. Gosh, now I'm... You know what's really messing me up here? All the NPCs that we talk to that are super happy and upbeat about everything, I'm just wondering right now if they've been slugged. Like, that person who we just talked to on the desk. Or the person who, this person here is... who handles the elevator. Like, any person who is just a good, kind person who is happy, it's like, are you parasited? Because this world is not a world where you are normally happy. Oh, right. Science? Well, that's easy. We are pure science. We have our tech skills there. Easy. Rudimentary device used by unskilled workers. We make a few necessary adjustments. Centrifuge separates Sprat essence into basic components. As expected, Sprat nuclein immediately reacts with the parasite egg. The anti-parasitic is complete. Our own special design on the formula guarantees a near total elimination of any parasites present in the host, improves their digestion, and sweetens their breath. Well done. Rizzo's laboratory centrifuge, no training required. All of Rizzo's laboratory equipment has been designed for use by unschooled worker. Insert ingredients, push buttons, and watch it spin. There's another label underneath that one that says discontinued model, Spacer's choice provided. Oh no. Well, we got it. Is Helen still here? Hey, Helen, I got the thing.
That should do the trick. Take the antiparasitic to the pilot house. We're gonna hijack the atmospheric controls.
Yeah! Wait. Yeah! Slugs solve all your problems. Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want the slug? The slug will make you happy. Workplace malaise is moral bankruptcy. This is the kind of... Yeah, you know what? If I live in this world, yeah, please, just slug me up, mate. If I lived in this world, just let me chug the slug. Seriously. It's a better fate. We're just gonna go around them. Chug the slug. Honestly, that should be the motto for it. That should be the catchphrase for Spectrum Brown. Spectrum Brown, chug the slug. You know what? I think we're onto something here. I think that's the marketing pitch. Oh yeah, these guys. They're just hanging out. I kind of like how a lot of the NPCs are still just like vibing, like, you know, whatever. Oh, wait a minute. Is this... Oh no, we are going somewhere. Where are we going? Yeah, just the pilot house. Okay. We should also... it's fine. There was that one person who was slugged who was still functional, right? The first person who was slugged that we met. The person who was slugged and they were selling things. The sales clerk. They were slugged and still happy and still doing their job. Alright. Do you have anything to buy here? Not really. If I saw a... Shock. Okay, if I saw an enemy one, I'd pick it up, because I could use that. Hi, Rizzo Security. How you doing? You having a good day? Okay, I'm gonna go kill your leader. Take me to your leader! Bake them, mash them, put them in a stew! I don't know what that voice was. I don't know what I was going for.
Greeting, suspended. All non-essential protocols suspended. Phaeton is standing by for larval compound dispersal.
You are? Well, okay. How about you don't do that?
Affirmative. Dispersing.
Oh, cutscene. You didn't know what the voice was either, but you've seen serotonin from it. You know what? That counts for something. That counts for a lot.
Incoming message from Rizzo's distillation station.
What have you done? What in law's name have you done?
Breathe deep.
Our atmosphere. Are you trying to kill us all? No. You're trying to kill my symbiotes. I'm not going to let you destroy everything I've built. I can still fix this. I can undo the damage you've done.
End of transmission. All systems are functioning.
Ooh, I like the quest name, by the way. I saw that when it popped up. The beast that shouted love at the heart of the world. I really like that title. Now, in theory, there's no more hosts, right? All the symbiote hosts are already fading. That's just a sprat noise. You good?
Inspector!
Funny story about that. I know I could fast travel there, but I want to run this. Because I want to think about what's happening. So we are pesticiding this entire area. Decoupling all of the parasites. Anybody who is parasited is going to be healed from it, right? So what I want to do now, before I actually go to find Ludovico, even though I know that's supposed to be time sensitive, I don't care. Before we go to Ludovico, I'm going to go here. I want to go talk to this NPC. The first person we met who was slugged, and the person who was slugged and happy, genuinely happy, and still functional. Hi.
Hi again. Might I recommend a Rizzo's Dark Matter bar? It's so dark not even light can pierce it. Isn't science wonderful? Now I'd love to get you something. Maybe a couple somethings? Whatever you like, I can sell it to you.
No, okay, no change there. Maybe we have to do it afterwards. But she is an example that the parasite can be functional, right? She's an example that the parasite, it's possible to be parasited and not, you know... Can I not travel? Can I not fast travel from here? I can fast travel to here. That's weird. Huh, weird. Okay. So we know that it's possible to be slugged and still be functional, in the sense... Yeah, it's a bit creepy, but she's working, she's happy, she's productive, and she's happy. And honestly, I would rather personally be in her position than the... Remember the Spacer's Choice mascot? Who was dead inside and horrified and disgusted at himself and constantly in a perpetual pain? But that he was not allowed to be sad, and so we had to hide and go like, Spacer's Choice, everything's wonderful. Like that, I think, is a worse existence than being parasited and having to still be, you know, being happy and still being able to do your work normally. You know, I think that his existence is actually worse. I mean, your mileage may vary, and this is not for everybody, but I do think... So, retail, I mean, honestly, kinda. That was kind of the, you know, of his thing, was that, you know, he was a tragic retail worker who, you know, who was forced to be happy all the time, even though he was constantly in pain and angry and disgusted by everything around him. So, like, yeah, I'm just gonna say yes. That guy is living a worse life than somebody who is slugged. That guy has a worse existence than somebody who got slugged. And that is an argument for it, especially if the deparasiting agent is available and not for money, if that's just a thing that's available to people. Okay, there. Well, does that make sense? Do you guys? I mean, you guys don't have to agree with me, do you? But do you understand what I'm saying? You don't have to agree with me about it at all. I'm just.
This place is already making my eyes hurt.
I'm in Spain, but the S is silent. Yeah. I guess we're going in the front entrance now, huh? So yeah, there is a strong argument in this society where people have to work 20-hour days and 5 days, where people have to work 20-hour days 6 days a week. There is an argument that that might just be the way to allow human beings to cope with that and push forward. Oh, he killed the receptionist. I've already seen that. Can we hit 105 hacking? Is that actually possible for us? It's lockpick. We have a hacking jacket now. A hack it if you will, and if you won't. Head body, there we go. Do we have anything up here that has hacking on it or tech or sneak skills? Engineering. Pure sneak. Nope. So this is as high as we have because it only gets to 74. Hacking's not our strong suit. If we should be able to get it higher later on, and we need a helmet that has it as an option, but we don't, so whatever, we're not hacking in. This is a fancy restroom. I like it. Yeah, sealed. I mean, I guess we have to kill everybody, huh? Yeah, the effusive hosts have a ton of health.
True professionals.
Hey, buddy. Wait, hold on. What did that say? Oh, well, I'll have to check the next one. That guy actually had some interesting notes there that I need to investigate. Spectrum Brown! Yeah. Let me try that again. Spectrum Brown, a bold and full-spirited body. Wait, full-bodied spirit, with earthy notes and an indescribable savory flavor, dissolving into a hint of brine, culminating in a bitter yet satisfying cocoa-adjacent aftertaste. It'll leave you smiling for days. If you're interested in trying this unique flavor sensation, proceed to the door to your right and follow the path to the tasting room. Also, just for the record, we can chug this down whenever we want. We have a bottle of this. We have a completed Spectrum Brown bottle. Anytime that we are in the mood to, you know, go for, become happy, we can do it. Just saying. I'm not saying we should. I'm just saying that we have the option. It all starts here in the orchards. Our purple berries are harvested at peak edibility, making them a perfect base for our brewing process. Don't drink the brown Kool-Aid. Free medicine nut. Oh gosh. Our refined distilling process has been honed by years of experience, not only efficient, but highly effective at bringing out the most powerful flavors of our ingredients. After the beverages are ready, we bottle them up and ship them to the... Okay. Not really seeing anything too new or exciting here, unfortunately. Yet. We distill fuel right out of the atmosphere. There's a special flavor present in every bottle of Spectrum vodka that gets... Okay. What was the last one? Did you know that we use the same canisters for our beverages and to store our raw fuel? That... I love it. Beyond this door, we hope to make some of your wildest dreams into reality as we give you a sneak peek into the heart of the distillery. You can see it all for yourself, clear as crystal. Please refrain from sharing our secrets with unauthorized solicitors. Let's keep this special experience just between us. Yo, gift shop? Alright, glacier water. Another bottle of Spectrum. I want it. I'm taking all the Spectrum Brown. Ooh, the black. Ooh, that's the really good stuff. And the violet. Okay, so these are all the high-value Spectrums here that are in the tasting facility. That are now mine. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, brown, and black. So yeah, again, to clarify, I am not saying that Rizzo's is good. I am not saying that developing this is a good thing, actually. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that in this world, in the context of the world that these characters exist in, dang, that... Wait a minute. Something awkward just looked weird. So that's lockpick 105. Can we lockpick 105? I think we can. Yep, we can lockpick 107, actually. That's a big deal, especially since this might be the highest level of lockpick possible.
You got nimble fingers, Captain.
I do. Oh, hello. I don't know why the map doesn't load in. That's really strange to me that the map texture takes a little while to load in. This is interesting. What is this exactly? Oh, this is just the backside of this. Oh, okay. So there's a little staff area. But what is in here, then? This was the set for filming part of Halcyon Helen, wasn't it? Yeah, this is the movie set. This is going to be where the Spectrum Brown unveiling was recorded. Oh, a needler prop. It looks like a prop used during the filming that took place on the set. Retro rockets. Cool. This was entirely optional, wasn't it? There's no, we didn't have to come this way. Nice. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I found that. That's actually very cool to see. That's the kind of thing that you can be completely comfortable in saying, if the player doesn't find this, they don't find it, right? There's always that risk when you're working on a game that you want to have your player be able to see everything, right? You want to have your player be able to experience everything that you put into the game. But it's good to have some things that are not accessible to everybody. Because it makes the players that do find that so much more excited to find it. I think that is perfectly reasonable game design. Though I do understand.
What they were storing down here. Were they getting ready for the launch of Spectrum Brown?
Though I do understand that reasonable minds may differ, right? I think it's okay to have that sort of design mentality. Come on, map? Map. Okay, well, yeah, I'll check this out. We have two paths. I will take the one that required a lockpick because I assume that there's a reason to require a lockpick.
This place really could use a decent engineer.
Yeah, I'll grab some contraption pieces that'll sell. Ambidextrine. Oh. We cannot hit 105 hacking, sadly. I suppose we really don't need to kill them if we can avoid it, since we're going to be healing them all anyways. It's just so tempting, you know? I'm going all the way over there, so let's... I don't know which way was going to be best.
Are they growing parasites in those tanks?
I mean, the Spectrum Brown one's there at the very least. Yeah, there's a lot of people in here. More crowded than I anticipated. We're just gonna keep on moving here. They'll all get blasted by the anti-parasite spray in the near future, so no need to cause any undue harm, and the people will survive. I mean, not this one, because he's like right in the way, but, you know, most of the... Oh, no, he's moving, he's moving. Yeah, okay, we actually just made it straight through all that entire path.
Oh, that's a long fall. Don't look down, Cap.
I mean, you say that, I'm gonna immediately look down, right? Okay. Alright, Ludovico! We're going down, apparently. I thought this was gonna go up. But we're going down, apparently. Let's find this nerd. We need a name for our weapon. What's this weapon called? The Ripper? Hi. I'm gonna just cut this thing up. Oh, geez. What if I just, not that one. Not that one. Not that one. There we go, I found it. Jeez, this thing just rips. This gun just rips and tears. I love this gun. Alright, what are we looking at here? Okay, just north up here. There we go. There's more to explore, but I'm gonna focus on the... Wait, is that a lock that I can buy? Ooh. It kind of is. Wait, do I still have my lockpick gear on? I don't, no. Then why? My lockpick is just base 90 now? Okay, sure, why not? The burr! The whirligig saw! The Werber. You guys have good names for things. I was just gonna say the Ripper because of Unreal Tournament. The Ripper was a... Everything seems to check out in this tank, but I'm not exactly sure if the liquid it's leaking is supposed to be glowing or not. I'll have to send up over to corporate and see if we're working with a bioluminescent flavor or something. It's fine. Sometimes things bioluminesce. Yeah, the whirligig is from Bloodborne, that is true.
I don't know what we're gonna find in there, but based on what we've seen so far, I'd say be ready for anything.
I mean, the only piece of knowledge that hasn't been already shown to us, that already hasn't been displayed, is the fact that... One sec. Is the fact that these don't have any upper limit on their size. So I'm going to think this is going to be a massive, massive, massive big sluggy.
Yes, I know you're hungry. Be patient.
Called it.
I'll feed you soon enough. Just a guest. The one I told you about. The inspector. Welcome. We were just talking about you.
There's someone behind you? What's up, though?
You and I are standing in the presence of royalty. Don't worry. You'll meet her soon enough. I know what you've done. Hijacked Phaeton. Contaminated the air we breathe with your poison. You think you've saved this colony? All you've done is robbed Halcyon of its last chance at real happiness. And you've angered my queen.
My queen, is it? You know what? I know we have the option to interrupt his monologue, but I want to let him monologue. I mean, I want to hear this. Tell me. Go ahead. Monologue. I want this.
The queen of symbiotes. A creature of endless compassion
More like
and
synthbiotes.
unfathomable intelligence. The next sovereign of Halcyon. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to feed you to the queen, and then I'm going to find a way to repair the damage you've done. Don't be afraid. She can smell fear, and it makes her absolutely ravenous. Your Highness.
Aww.
Dinner is served. Wait, no, not me. Damn! Merciful Law, stop!
Well, that's one loose end handled. We do not have a lot of bosses in this game. This is one of the only ones we've seen. And I'm afraid it's not going to last long because this gun is absolutely the bonkers. This isn't even like the broken gun. That's Ellie's. Bonk! There's other stuff I can do than shoot?
That's the last of them.
Access machinery controls? Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there are options. Jeez, this is a good game, y'all. So, okay. It is a tradition in Fallout and Fallout adjacent games made by good developers. You know what I mean by that, don't pretend you don't. There is a tradition of Fallout games that it is possible to beat the game without drawing a weapon, without being the person who kills somebody yourself.
Nice going.
That is a traditional answer, yeah, okay, of the game design. Is that you, if you have a guardian, if you have a sidekick, you can have them fight on your behalf, or you can solve most things without combat answers. How much damage does this do? It would probably do a lot to them. So one of my first thoughts that I wasn't going to voice until we got into this was going to be, are you going to say Fallout 2 but turrets? And that's kind of like this, right? This is very similar to that, where we have these machinery controls are like the turrets in Fallout 2. And that is an awesome option. I love that ability, right? That gives a non-combat player the ability to participate in this. All you need is you have multiple options. If you have lockpick, you can get these codes from any one of these bins. If you have hacking, was it? You can get access to that from through hacking, and then you can create these traps to lure it into. So there is an option here for a non-combat character to win. Now, if we didn't have the option to talk down Ludovico, but honestly, that makes sense itself. Why would we have the option to talk down Ludovico? He's clearly not going to accept being talked down. So I like this as a solution. Did we not get... Oh, there we go. Administrator's Finery. Oh, defense plus... Oh, wait, that's actually really good. Nova Burst. Oh. Interesting. A N-ray shotgun. That actually sounds pretty good. Oh, assault rifle even. Whoa. Oh, really? That seems actually like it might be a strong weapon. But first of all, Parvati, we just got you your new duds. Oh. Hold on, let's get you in the light. That looks... I think that's gonna look real good. Oh, look at our dapper crew now. Actually, you know what? Well, we have to see it in better light. Honor Guard's uniform. Actually, that's a pretty good one, too. You know what? Between these two, I'm actually thinking... that would look good on her. Because Parvati's a bit darker toned, I think the reds are going to be a better yeah, the red is a better complement to her her skin tone. Well, that makes Ellie look really out of place, though. I don't know. We got another weapon, though. We are the Dappers. Yes, we are. Hello? Hello?
You made it. I guess happy customers really are repeat customers. Here, I had something I wanted to give you.
Thank you.
This is a golden ticket, good for one free tour of the Purpleberry Orchards. This is my way of showing you that I appreciate you just for being alive.
Thanks, mate. I'm sure he's fine. He seems pretty fine. Cedric and Helen, and this is it. Yeah, we actually completed Murder on Eridanos. Okay, we'll go talk to Helen and Cedric. I have no reason to kill that guy, right? He's gonna be deparasited on his own pretty soon, so, you know, he's good to go. So now where do we go? Hold on. Wait. I can't go back. That's how we came... yeah, that's how we came in. I killed those guys. No? Yeah, I did come in this way. Okay, that's sealed now. Apparently I never collected this, though. But I came in this way. Okay, so I have to go out a different way. Oh, okay. You know, that's probably supposed to be a shortcut, but I didn't realize it was a shortcut, so I was just going to go back the normal way. I'm sure they're fine. They're sleeping. Well, heck. That was a really good expansion pack for a really good game. They're still here. Oh, hey. I've been sitting in a DOT pool this whole time. That does look cool. Awesome. Oh, they didn't die?
That's the last of it.
Okay, they died. Alright, let's head back to the luxury landing pad. And we can start wrapping this up. After which, we're going to head back to the Discord and watch some TV shows together if you're interested in such things. I mean, that's only for people who are watching live. If you're not watching live, then feel free to join the Discord. We do community nights on occasion. It's a lot of fun.
I must have dreamed up 100 different ways to kill Ludovico. I'll be honest, eaten alive by the Queen of the Brain Slugs wasn't on that list.
It probably should have been, and that's on you.
Is that so strange?
Not a
I
bit.
imagine this moment would be a little more cathartic. But Belinda's still gone, and I don't feel all that different.
You know what you could use? A nice cold bottle of Spectrum Brown. That'll cheer you right up. Oh, I gotta say it.
Hilarious, Captain. You must be very popular with your crew.
I
can't
am.
go back to the way things were. I can't return to my old life because it was never my life to begin with.
That's interesting,
shared.
actually.
Never mind, you don't need to listen to this. Thank you again for your help, Captain. I never would have made it this far without you.
Cheers. I know that was the, like, not the polite or civil or cool thing to say. But boy howdy is it funny, and honestly, sometimes you gotta say that. Even in real life. I will tell you guys a trick. I will let you guys in on a little secret trick. If you are talking to somebody who is in an extreme emotional state, like very angry, very depressed, very whatever, not always for depressed, because that can really go things very bad very quickly, but it is not... Ooh, kind of too late for this. It is, one idea that you can do to disrupt them is to force comedy or force a very, very different emotion into them. You know, when I worked at a job where I was doing tech support, that was one of my many duties at that job, I would occasionally laugh at customers. And you might be thinking, wait, how did you not get fired? Well, the answer is that occasionally that's the right thing to do. The customer is very, very, very extremely angry at you, and they say they're going to, you know, they want you to give them their money back, you laugh. But you do it in a clever way. You go, sir, we don't have your money. The retail outlet that you bought the video card from has the money. We don't have that. We don't have that. But I'll gladly help you with your issue. That right there, actually can disrupt them and make them rethink how their mind is, because they have a whole script planned out in their mind about how they're going to be angry at you and about how they're going to be livid. And then you laugh, and they just don't know how to process that, which forces them to recalibrate and think about what they're saying. It's not always the right answer, but once in a while it actually is.
Physical analysis reveals this to be a crate of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka, based on bottle shapes and label types. Chemical analysis reveals that this is not a crate of Rizzo's Spectrum vodka, based on flavor notes and presence of excess ethanol.
Drink. It was bootleg. Yeah, it's counterfeit. Interesting. It's counterfeit because they were selling actual vodka. Weird. Yeah, the human reset code, it kind of is. If you can get someone, like, and that can break somebody out. Again, it can be very dangerous to use on somebody who is depressed, because depression is, I mean, there's a difference between sad and depressed, right? If somebody is sad, that can be a way of shaking them out of their sadness. Rather than comforting them, rather than trying to tell them it's going to be okay, do something unexpected and actually shake it out of them. That's not true for depression. Depression is a different beast. I just have to say that, you know? You guys understand. But if somebody is angry, that can shake them out of anger. If somebody is in a good mood when they shouldn't be, and you need to snap them back to reality, you need to sober them up, that can also be, you know, work in that situation. Basically, it is kind of like a human reset code. It's disruption. It's a way of disrupting what somebody's mood currently is by forcing them into think about something else. Hi.
It all worked out in the end, wouldn't you say, Inspector?
Sure.
You've done us a great service here, Inspector. You have my gratitude.
I appreciate your gratitude.
You've done us
That's
a
all.
great
Okay.
service here, Inspector.
Hi. 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 All right. We're going to talk to Ada, and this will complete Murder on Eridanos. Almost exactly at the 3-hour mark. Wow, I did not plan that. That's an amazing coincidence, actually. Hey, Ada.
I am a dirty, autonomous digital...
Yeah,
Welcome
yeah.
back, Captain. Or shall I call you Inspector? What can I do for you?
I'm not an inspector anymore. I finished the Eridanos job.
During your absence, I passed the time by simulating a number of hypothetical conclusions to this case. Unfortunately, my understanding of the facts is limited, and my appraisal of the individuals involved is not flattering.
Fair.
Therefore, my conclusions are inaccurate.
Alright, humor me. Who do you think killed Halcyon and Helen?
My simulations have yielded several possible causes of death. Halcyon Helen may have been killed by one or all of the following. Asphyxiating on Rizzo's Spectrum Brown.
No.
Grappling with a primal while inebriated.
No.
Killed by an overzealous fan.
Other way around.
By automechanical.
They were involved.
Or profound loneliness.
That might still do it.
Those were my estimations.
Honestly, though, closer than... I'm going to file that under closer than you think.
Excellent. I'm pleased to discover my ability to predict human behavior is accurate. This information is valuable to me. I will update my behavior simulation protocol accordingly. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you, Ada.
How can I be of assistance?
Well...
I request you do not wait.
We are going to continue this soon. So we're going to play more of this on Saturday. And I might take a break from it, because I wanted to finish this DLC, right? This DLC was amazing. But we might be taking a bit of a break from the game, so that we can, so I can try out a few other things, and I'll come back to this later. Because as I have been enjoying this game thoroughly, but there are a lot of other games I want to enjoy, and I don't know how much more of this I have left. Specifically, if you're wondering, I want to try out Cult of the Lamb. And yeah, that's it. I want to try out Cult of the Lamb. It looks really fun. If you're enjoying this and want to see it continue, light up the comments section. Absolutely light up the comments section with how much you're enjoying this game. Or conversely, say, hey, you know what, Jade? I think it's time to move on to another game. I'm with you. I love this game, but it's ready to move on. Or tell me how much you hated the game. I don't know. Follow your heart. But make sure you like the video. Make sure that you let me know what you think. Because what you think really does influence this channel. What you think and what you want and what you say in comments affects the channel more than you might think. I mean, there are games that I've picked up purely because people have recommended them in comments or on the Discord. Several of them, in fact. I mean, heck, I'd actually say nearly half of the games we've played recently have been the result of people's input, the result of input of viewers like you. Okay, cool. So, yeah. What we're going to do here is we're going to wrap up. And we will probably come back to this at least someday. I don't know when. But I think we are going to swap around games, depending on the comment section. So the schedule will be something. This was so much fun. This was good. I loved the twist. The third act twist was great. And definitely not what I expected it to be. I did expect there to be a twist. I didn't see that coming. The writing in this game is so good, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. And, yeah. Why do we have a... Why do we have a heart on our desk? Why is there just a big heart? Okay, you know what? I think that's our sign to call it. It's still beating, too. Okay, no, we cut that. Okay. Good night, everybody! And I hope to see you again, and I will see you again real soon. And I hope to see you there soon. And I hope that things are soon happy, yes, good. I need a brain reset as well, too, apparently. Cheers!